Oh, buddy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here it is. Ah! I know this is not the most professional of intros, folks. I don't care. We have fought our way to this point where we get to play as Sandro, the Necromancer. We get to start off with two of the most overpowered artifacts in the entire game here in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which, by the way, welcome. Very happy to have you here. We have defeated the Craghack campaign, Yogg campaign, Gem campaign, and Jelyu campaign. And now, to continue the story, we get to see things from the perspective of Sandro, not the wizard Sandro, the warlock Sandro. With no further ado, folks, let's dive right in. So, oh, I just messed up. We're gonna keep it. I just came over from doing Heroes of Might Magic 1, and so I need to make some adjustments here. Yeah, you saw nothing. Okay, alrighty. Get a little bit of a sneak peek behind the way Phixfox does things, or the weird way that he does things. Wow, if this is your first video, you think I'm insane. If this is not your first video, you know I'm insane. Let's dive in. Rise of the Necromancer. This is going to be a medium-sized map for scenario number 1. Sandro must fight his way past his old masters and several other lords who want the artifacts he carries. Once in Deja, he will make allies and soon rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. We're going to put this immediately on impossible difficulty. This is the scenario known as Target. We must defeat all of Sandro's enemies to win this scenario. However, if he is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. We are limited to level 5, but we will carry our experience, skills, and spells on to the next level. We are the red player. We have blue, tan, green, orange, and purple against us. My word, folks, this is scary. We have the choice between starting off with 8 of the Walking Dead, with a scroll of Lightning Bolt, or +2 attack skill. I am all for whatever we find, and I love, by the way, can you hear that music? Maybe it's too loud in your ear, actually. This music is different than all the other musics that we've had at this point. I love that this gives us a sense of excitement and challenge for this new stage in the story here in the Shadow of Death. I'm going to turn down the sound just a little bit. And I'm also going to go on to the dice roll because I can't possibly decide which bonus we take. It's going to be a 2 that we roll. And so a 2 is going to indicate to us that we are going to take the scroll of Lightning Bolt. And folks, with that being said, let's hear it from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sandro, the Necromancer.
It seems Ethric, my old master, has finally tracked me down. He hasn't been too happy about me becoming a necromancer. He wants to remove the blight from his career. Ethric is no fool. He spread word of my location to those who would stop me. It does not matter. I will defeat these fools, soundly beat my master, and continue on to Deja, where they will appreciate my talents.
This is a really cool cinematic, by the way. I love that. That's awesome. Folks, at last, you have the cloak of the undead king and the armor of the damned. Your plans to take over Deja can now commence. Ethric, your old master, became furious when he received word you became a necromancer. When he learns about your plans with these 2 artifacts, he will be absolutely livid. You also learned Ethric has spread word of your whereabouts to those who lost those 2 previous artifacts, 2 precious artifacts, and to others who have their own reasons for despising necromancers. Your journey to Deja might have a difficult start, so you send a party of scouts ahead to search for any signs of ambush. I will tell you right now, this campaign has tons of reading, and I'm not against it at all. Just so we're clear, this has got to be defeat everybody, and so there's not the goal to get somewhere. We just have to duke it out with everybody against us, and we're starting off as the level 1 Necromancer Sandro. Folks, speciality of sorcery, our damaging spells are gonna be hitting harder than usual because 5% bonus damage with our spells per level is fantastic. Necromancy is a given on a Necromancer, and if you have the speciality of sorcery, you better start off with basic sorcery. Oh, what's this? Scroll of the Lightning Bolt, sure, but what happens if I put these artifacts into my hero here? Oh no, we possess all the components needed to assemble the armor of the damned. Do I want to assemble this artifact? I do. Folks, all opponents have the spells Slow, Curse, and Weakness and Misfortune cast upon them for 50 turns at the beginning of this combat. Is that going to be pretty useful? I think so. And now with the Cloak of the Undead King also at our disposal, we will have an additional 30% of battlefield dead resurrected as skeletons, or if we have Necromancy, it will increase. Basic Necromancy is zombies, Advanced Necromancy is wights, Expert Necromancy is liches. We must run, not walk, not like jog, but run, sprint, if you will, to liches. Let's get Expert Necromancy as soon as possible. Otherwise, level 1. And then we do start off with this town here. It looks like it's Dark Cloud. Not too sad about that, but with no resources, I think it's time for us to just set off along our way. Where we go, what we do, I can't possibly say. Looks like we go to the west along this road here, and we're going to go straight for this ore pit, +2 ore per day. Not too bad. Happy for that. This desert is going to be rough because the terrain penalty is going to be massive for us, and a quick start is always useful. In this case, as is gold, as is experience. I don't know if it's best to try and pick up level 2 right now or take the 1500 gold. Conventional wisdom says that the gold is going to be much, much better because you can only get to level 5 anyway, number 1. And number 2, I mean, this is going to let you get more troops later, and so it's going to help you snowball. Gold is the right choice here. It always is. But I'm actually having a tough time with this because I would kind of like to go with the experience simply because then I might get lucky and get level 2 necromancy, and then I can get wights back from defeating enemies. But as you can see, we've absolutely taken what I believe to be the smart choice. Will it come back to haunt us later? I cannot say. We will have to wait and find out. You have just received a threatening letter from the barbarians due west. It reads, Sandro, my name is Jeddite. Perhaps you remember me, if your memories are not clouded by your undead mind. We were students together under Etheric. By becoming a necromancer, you have completely shamed me, for it was I who introduced you to Etheric. I should have listened to him. From the start, he doubted your ability to wisely endure the burden of magical knowledge. Etheric told me of the 2 artifacts now in your possession. Know this, Sandro, you will not get past me on your journey to Deja. I have allied with a rampart town up north, and they stand with me against you. I will take the artifacts from your rotting corpse and return them to Etheric. You do remember this Jeddite. Not only was he one of Etheric's best students, he was also your best friend. So he feels guilty for introducing you to Etheric. You will have to find a way to use this weakness against him. And that tells you an awful lot about Sandro, I do believe. Sulfur. All resources are going to be useful because Mage Guild levels are going to be nice, and because this Tomb of Souls is going to take a little bit of everything. And the Mausoleum for Liches, yes. Sulfur is going to be pretty critically important. Do we defeat a pack of Harpies here? 4 spell power, 4 knowledge. I think we do. They're going to be slowed. For sure, because it gets cast at the beginning of combat because of the Armor of the Damned. So I think we fight these fights. I think we absolutely win. Do we use a couple of lightning bolts here? Let's just see if we can fight this fight any better. Oh, interesting. So the enemies actually get to go first. On my very first turn in combat, my very first turn, the enemies will then get slowed. That's pretty interesting. Is the 1 lightning bolt worth it? We have, oh boy, we only started off with 20 spell points. I thought that we would start off with 40. Because we don't, I'm just going to hit Q. I'm just going to end the battle. 2 skeletons is just fine. I totally can't do any better. And it doesn't hurt my feelings to pick up 5 more Walking Dead than I otherwise would have had. Do we have a tavern? We do have a tavern. But the very first thing to build is actually going to be this town hall. Oh, we need 500 more gold? Why did I think that we had enough gold here? I'm not too sure. We'll come back in just a moment. That's going to be one more turn before we get anything. Let's go on to day 3. Yeah, we're only getting 500 gold per turn. Let's go to the town hall. That's going to go from 500 up to 1,000 gold. That feels like a good choice. If for no other reason, then, hey, gold gets us more things. And we've made the choice to get gold early on. Good choice, bad choice. It's the choice I've decided to make. Folks, there's an enemy over here in the darkness. I might have made an error already and just don't know it yet. And the fact is I can't see who this is, and that bothers me a lot. We're going to take the gold here, and we're going to We're going to carry on towards this gold mine simply because if an enemy wants to get into Dark Cloud right now, they can. I can't stop it. And this gold mine in the long run might help us out even more than anything else over here. We should win this battle fairly easily. 2 Walking Dead, no problem. We're going to accept those results as well. 5 Walking Dead in return. We have to pick this up. 2,000 gold. Let's purchase out at least the skeletons. I can do the Cover of Darkness. No, the enemies are not affected by the Cover of Darkness. Somebody told me that only human players are actually affected by the Cover of Darkness. So for that reason, let's actually purchase everybody we can. Oh, this is painful. Going from one Heroes of Might and Magic game to the other is always a little bit difficult for me because my brain is operating off the other game. And right now, it's especially bad because I just came over a moment ago from Heroes of Might and Magic 1. Yeah, that was a blast from the past. An excellent game. I'm thrilled for it. It's fun. I highly encourage you to go check it out if for no other reason than it'll help you kind of see where we've come so far and where we have yet to go in the Heroes of Might and Magic series. But one way or the other, it's different. And it's so different that it's actually a bit of a struggle now here in Heroes 3. I can tell I'm not nearly as sharp as I would like to be. My spies send a message, my sovereign. As difficult as our travels may be now, we don't foresee them getting any easier. We have learned the desert surrounds our base of operations. This desert is infested with hostile creatures guarding all mines, taverns, and anything else that can lay claim to. Our enemies have great numbers, with many heroes to command them. You must travel very carefully and be prepared for battle at all times. Duly noted, Melodia. Several archers, or rather several elves is not that big of a deal. The dwarves, not that big of a deal. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hire another hero. And Gretchin with the pathfinding actually might be the play here. Did you ever hear the one about the frog who dreamed of becoming a king and then became one? I did not. Folks, Gretchin is actually, I just realized, the perfect hero here. This is the best week 1 start I think that we could get on this map ever. And here's why. We have a barbarian who has the basic pathfinding that's going to help them get through the desert. That's fantastic. And we have over 60 goblins that can turn into skeletons. That feels super good. We're going to get Gretchin right now. What a wonderful early game bonus. These are all going to go into our dear friend Sandro. In fact, he can reach right now. Did we just fight that battle? Let's go to here. Let's have everybody go down into Gretchin. Let's have Gretchin hand everybody off here, except for the one Walking Dead. 5 speed, 4 speed. Tell you what, let's actually do everybody but one goblin. And then with a couple of split forces here, I think we're going to be okay to hopefully press our luck with Sandro against Melodia. And then maybe Gretchin can help us know what we have to deal with up here. Jeddite, there's the man, there's the issue. I think that he's actually a very tough hero. I think that he's got tons of spells. I think he's got tons of maybe artifacts, at least stats, that's for sure. I'd love to attack Melodia, but if he just goes right here and defeats me, I'm going to regret that decision mightily. I think that it's time for us to play this safe. We will have time to defeat our enemies later. Let's grab the gold here, and let's see if Gretchin can escape in the rough terrain. And off Gretchin goes. Where they stop, nobody knows. Okay. Citadel sounds good, not really worth it. I do wish I'd picked up this sawmill. I didn't know that that was there. I went west instead of east. Either way, I would have had issues. But for now, there's no sense in doing anything but staying put. And shall we get a citadel? If we're looking at defenses anyway, here on day 6, you might as well. Let's hit end turn and let's see what the enemies do. Jeddite decides to go north. Melodia, there was some, oh my goodness, did you see that? I missed something here and I missed something here. I just completely missed. I didn't see it. Now I'm very, very sad. But I do have the opportunity to clean up these heroes, and we shall. In fact, I think we're going to have opportunity for Gretchin to go back along the main road and get that sawmill before we have major issues very, very soon. We are going to use or waste, depending on how you look at it, 1 lightning bolt. We're still going to have 2 potentially for this upcoming fight against our enemy Jeddite whenever we do get to fight him. I don't want him to run. I want to defeat him now so that way we can get through this scenario quickly. I seem to remember that he is a very quality enemy, and if we don't beat him soon, he will overwhelm us. And so let's just prevent that at all costs. I don't think I need to waste any goblins here. We're going to attack just like this. Will Melodia do a Dispel? Will she do a Cure? I'm not too sure. Even a Haste to counteract the slow would be very, very valuable for her. No spells come out, and that suits me just fine. We're going to defend a few times, focus on the doors first, send everybody else up, and I don't think she's going to run. Maybe she will. Maybe she will. Can't run there. Okay. And that tells me everything I need to know. Even with these goblins losing their turn, I think that we absolutely destroy our foes right now. Can 22 Walking Dead kill the skeletons? I don't think so. 6 defense, 9 attack skill, 22. That's going to be 60 something hit points. I don't want to cast the other spell. If Melodia runs, so be it. She decides not to. We'll accept that. 850 experience for 2 goblins. That seems pretty good. And one of the few times I'm sad to see Basic Wisdom. You have to take Basic Wisdom. You must. You simply must. But Necromancy would actually be kind of nifty there. 7 Walking Dead come back. Very cool. And, oh, does Gretchin actually want to go in this direction? Does Sandra want to be the one to go for this sawmill and just resupply here overnight? Tell you what, with that few of movement points left, that feels like not too bad of a decision. We do have an additional 1,000 gold per day. I hope that that'll pay dividends. We're going to see if that was a good choice or a bad choice. Quiet Eye of the Dragon. Long ago, powerful wizards were able to create magical artifacts, but time has caused us to forget how to make new items. I would like to learn these techniques myself, but I need one of these artifacts first to see how it is done. If you could bring me the Quiet Eye of the Dragon, you would be well rewarded. Alternatively, you could just keep the +1 attack, +1 defense. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just stating the obvious here. I think that these goblins are, since they're faster than skeletons, the only reason not to keep goblins here instead of picking up the skeleton transformer is just for morale purposes. I think that I'm going to suffer with the negative morale in order to move forward. Skeletons later, yes. Right now, goblins, for sure, yes. Your advisors remind you it has almost been a week since you received the threatening letter from your old friend. They suggest you reply to it soon if you are to use your friendship to your advantage. You order for a messenger. Deliver this message to Jeddite. I have received your letter of warning. Am I supposed to run and hide, fearful of your vow to stop me? No. Your threat only strengthens my resolve. I will take these artifacts to Deja, where I shall use them to rise to the top of the Desian hierarchy. You and your pitiful little band cannot stop me. If you stand in my way, I will kill every living soul under your command and convert their undead bodies to my cause. By the way, thank you for introducing me to the powers of magic. Without your help, I would never have achieved such greatness. The messenger quickly writes your message onto a scroll and goes on his way. You wonder to yourself if the message was perhaps a little too confident, but hopefully giving him a glimpse of the monster he helped to create will shatter his own confidence. Unicorn growth +5. And folks, I feel like we have to fight this fight. It's a new week. We don't have a lot of things to our name, but we got a couple more skeletons. We've got the Walking Dead here. I don't know. I think that we fight this fight. If I could go back in time, I would actually have hired a few less Walking Dead. 3 less would have gotten me enough gold to pick up another hero here. Unfortunately, yikes, I missed. And now, oh, and I'm 1 step away from this trading post? Darn. If there's gold right here, I'm going to wish that I had that. Let me go look. Gems is good, but it's not gold. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to miss out. That's going to cost me 2 wood, maybe some other stuff. We're going to fight this fight with 17 spell points. 17 spell points. Yep. I think we fight and we totally obliterate this guy. The enemy has fled. For Valor in combat, we get 440 experience. Let's keep this guy from running. We are going to save our lightning bolt until the very, very end. The lightning bolt is going to be what ends up winning this fight for us. Just you wait. Just you watch. Okay. Let's send everybody to the top. I kind of tripped over myself with the skeletons there. Let's do it like this. And here. And here. Sending out these single stacks. Maybe they're going to take a little bit of attention. I don't know what to expect here. 2 goblins, 49 of the troglodytes go there. 7 beholders to the top. These harpy hags are going to actually be pretty concerning, and here's why. They're going to strike in return without any retaliation. If I leave this goblin right there, then they're going to attack and they're going to stay right here. And then I can move my goblins, my big stack of goblins, to like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they can get the first shot off. That's what we're going to do. We're gonna stay just outside of range right here. Skeletons are going to step up. This guy's going to defend. This guy's going to pretend like he can damage 2 skeletons. Totally can't. And then we're down to 31 of the goblins. Yeah, we got to kill this single stack of skeletons, by the way. It's only 2 skeletons. And if we don't kill them, we're going to feel really sheepish and really silly, because that could be the difference between the enemy running and not. So let's get out of the way. Let's sacrifice these goblins. I'd rather take losses and not have him run than anything. How much damage does my lightning bolt do? 142 points of damage. Beholders. I can almost do enough damage to kill all the beholder stacks. I don't actually have to send the skeletons over. 144. 142. It's going to take 2 points of damage. I think that we're going to be okay here. I think we're going to be just fine. And so with that being said, I think we're just going to go straight down. Just hope for the best here. Let's do damage to their biggest stack. Troglodytes are still going to do a ton of damage. The lightning bolts are coming out hot, and they are big and scary. We don't like these at all. Skeletons are coming. Walking Dead. I wish I'd split off the Walking Dead stacks a little bit more. Goblins have gone down. Single stack of goblins going to step up rather than do anything else. Now they're working on the skeletons. I feel like I still got to get one more big shot off on the troglodytes. Down to 18. Most of the harpies goes down. We've eliminated a lot of the extra damage from these beholders. I'm going to get one more big shot off with the... skeletons. And the enemy's not going to see the lightning bolt coming. They're not going to see me coming. We're going to kill the harpy hags, kill the skeletons on the retaliation, and we should get to attack. With 27 skeletons, that's going to be enough. And the enemy has just lost themselves the battle. And I am victorious over my friend Jeddite. How that works with the letter writing and the story from here on out, I don't really know. I got a feeling that this is going to canonically not have been the time that we defeat this gentleman, but still, a victory is a victory. And for 1,000 experience, I'm going to take that. I don't want to take the basic earth magic. Kind of do. It's kind of a big deal. Although... no, you have to, because Animate Dead is absolutely earth magic, and that's going to be critical. As soon as we can pick up Animate Dead, we're going to be feeling so good. Yeah, we've got to pick that up. For a second, I was wondering if it's necessary. If you have the Cloak of the Undead King, if you have the Armor of the Damned, is it necessary to actually go in that direction and go for major spell casting? I think the answer is still, yeah, I think so. 2,200 gold, it's not enough, but it'll be enough to do something later. And folks, our enemies actually gifted us a free gold mine. I am all for it. Galthran is an option, or Nimbus. I think we're taking Galthran. Seems like the choice. Rather than a couple of whites and a couple of Walking Dead, I mean... oh, actually, really? 46? 46 skeletons versus 30, so 16 more skeletons. We're going to keep Walking Dead with us for a while. For a long while. We're going to upgrade them into zombies as soon as we can, and then we should be resurrecting zombies instead of Walking Dead. I think I'm okay to actually take Nimbus. Once I saw a Pit Lord resurrect demons from fallen allies. I'm not telling you you're wrong, but it's much more complicated than that, my friend. Much more complicated indeed. Let's pick up the sawmill because we need it. Oh, and let's pick up the treasure chest for the 1,500 gold and this crystal. I don't know if this Seer's Hut's going to be useful. I don't want to wait around to find out. 600 gold here, and folks, we're going to have an opportunity to get into the water. Shipwreck survivors, flotsam, very important things, and I'm always here for it. Pack of lizard warriors is way too hot to handle. I don't want any part of that. And with 3,800 gold, I think it's a time either to focus on getting estate and Tomb of Souls or the city hall. With 2 extra gold mines, I think that you go straight for the estate. I think you go for the whites after that and just hope that you have enough to cause the enemy some grief. Well, it's a hope anyway. I do want to pick up additional spells, and we are close to the Mage Guild. Do we have a little bit of extra wood? I misplayed that. I thought we'd have just enough wood to make that happen. Any chances? Gretchin? 3 gems, not bad. And then no more wood. Ouch. Ouch. I think I still was going to return with Sandro, but I wanted to leave with full spell points tomorrow. What a pity. Let me hit adventure map. Oops. Not here. Adventure map. Puzzle map. Quest log. View world. Let me just see. I already missed 2 somethings in the sides of the mountains. If one of those was wood, I'm going to feel pretty silly. It looks like I can't see anything. Let's have Nimbus go to here. Sandro is going to stay safe. And skeleton transform. It's a little late for that. Where did all the goblins go? I don't know. Actually, though, they did turn into Walking Dead at a rate of 30%. That's kind of nice. 40%? 40%. It's kind of nice. We'll go with that. And we'll feel no regret. Let's just see if Nimbus can find something that Melodia left for us. A pyramid. I don't think that that's pretty worth it at all. What does the pyramid do? In Heroes 2, the pyramid gives you a 5th level spell. I think in Heroes 3, does it just give you the opportunity to get mummies? No, I don't think so. As I've done previously, I'm not actually going to look that up. It feels wrong for me to try and get additional knowledge while I'm in the game. It feels like I needed to get that knowledge previously. And if I didn't, that's kind of on me. Folks, we pick up the haste. Nice. Curse. Good. Magic arrow. Pretty okay. Not always do you want the lightning bolt. We're going to grab these final vampires. And I think that we're going to head out in this direction. We did see Euphreton. I think we're tougher. And so let's go straight for the knowledge. And let's see if we can find something nifty. Crystal Caverns. Okay, not too bad. I would love to pick up Mercury. I'd love to pick up some other stuff. Maybe the trading post is really going to be my best route here, as Nimbus is going to go in this direction, seeing if he can find anything. Let's see what Euphreton does. Euphreton doesn't want any part of me. They're going for the Mercury. Garden of Revelation. A monk sitting in the center of a garden invites you to meditate with him. You do. And after a short time, you feel enlightened. I don't really feel it, but I wanted to put you in that mindset of feeling it. Just imagine that you feel it right now. How's it feel? Feels great. Feels like you just ran a marathon. Speaking of marathons, by the way, I saw a lovely video the other day, and it kind of got me thinking. So the fastest marathon ever recorded was run by Kipchoge. He is Kenyan, of course, because all distance runners who are elite are from Kenya, pretty much. And Kipchoge basically runs his miles 26 times in a row in order to set the world record in under 2 hours. Hold on. I gotta see this. 1 second. Okay. How long is a marathon in kilometers? 42.2 kilometers. Crazy, right? How fast Kipchoge kilometer per hour? He ran an average speed of 21 kilometers an hour, or a 2 minute and 52 second kilometer. That's crazy. He is so fast. For us Americans, using not metric, Kipchoge mile time. Mile pace. He was on for a 4:34 mile. I might die. I might actually die if I tried to run a mile in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. I might actually die. Like, I remember being in the best shape of my life when I was in college playing basketball. And even then, I was coming in at like I was coming in at probably like a 5:45 mile. When I did cross country in high school, my fastest mile I ever ran in an actual race was 5:59. And then I got better in college. But dude, that's absolutely insane. To do that 26 times or however many kilometers that is, that's insane. Insane. What an animal. And I love it. Sending a message confidently announcing your intentions to your enemy is not normally your approach. You prefer a deceitful manipulation or a surprise attack to the chivalry of civilized warfare. However, you are paying your advisors a large sum of gold to reveal your enemy's weaknesses to you, and they advise you thusly. Send a message to all towns in this area announcing that you hold the artifacts, and then explain with excruciating detail just how terribly powerful you will become when you use them. Tell them if they don't permit you to pass, you will use the artifacts in battle and cast the Shadow of Death over their land. Oh my gosh, he said the thing! Shadow of Death! You agree that the announcement will, at the very least, shake your enemy's confidence and perhaps even delay them with debate so that you can continue your journey to Deja. If the message fails to deter them from blocking your passage, then you can always fall back on the more sinister methods of persuasion you prefer. After several hours of rough drafts and wine goblets, you finally settle upon the final wording to be sent at the next dawn. Wonderful. Folks, I see a road here, and I seem to remember that there's actually a castle in this general direction. Witch's Hut feels like a gamble. You could get something great, but if you get something bad, you feel dumb. So let's not do that. Your neighboring town is coming into view. Jeddite has become quite a powerful lord as well as a powerful warlock. You have learned he is a man of his word and has never backed down from a battle. You wonder if going into combat against a former friend will affect his strategy. After all, both sides have the advantage of knowing exactly what and how each other will act in battle. I don't know about that. Will we really know how the other one will act in battle? Seems a little bit like, how do you know? How do you know? Can't possibly really know. We don't have the forces for this fight. 12 spell points against a castle. There's no way. In fact, I'm not even convinced I can defeat an enemy if they sallied forth right now. 4 attack, 3 defense. I'm going to risk it and just grab this ore pit. I feel like some additional resources now could catapult me into the future. And so that's what we're going to hope for. We're going to ignore the sulfur for now. We're going to set up a nice hero chain. It's going to be Gretchin to here. Hold on. Is there an enemy right there? There is. Ooland. It's a little too close for comfort. But it is going to be Nimbus that stays here. Gretchin that hopefully is just far enough away. Pack of speed 4 skeletons. I'm going to hope that this is just far enough away and maybe Gretchin can go, yeah, to right about here next turn. Let's hope for the very, very best there. And let's go for the mausoleum. More troops sooner will be better than anything. And again, Ooland cannot go south. He does not. And we feel wonderful about that. Tons of brown enemies here. This green enemy sailing is Dessa. They're not very tough, but they're posturing like they're very scary. It is day 7, so we have some opportunities if we can just stay alive. Who is this blue player? It's Gurnison. Gurnison doesn't look that tough. Gurnison feels okay to me. I think I can manage, but because he is a barbarian, he can actually get through the rough terrain pretty easily. It's day 7, huh? Day 7. Evernight is a loss. I do need to go for a resupply. Let's just head back. Let's head back and maybe we convince him not to fight and kill us. Maybe we convince Gretchin to stay just far enough away that we're not worried about our foe. And maybe Nimbus is going to get just in range of Sandro next turn. Let's purchase whatever troops we can. It's going to be 3 of the Necromancers, or the Liches rather. We're going to split them up just in case. Just in case. This might be the difference between a win and a loss, if he can reach that far. And with 8,000 gold, what's our final purchase for the day? Is it going to be the Tomb of Souls? Oh, I wish that we had 2 more wood. Oh, that curses us. So terrible. Yeah, it prevents us from getting the castle. It prevents us from getting the Hall of Darkness. We do not have the marketplace. That's a shame. Tomb of Souls it is. Okay. And we are on to month 1, week 3, day 1. And they are going to attack our main castle. Thankfully, we do not actually have to defeat this force. We do not have to keep this castle in order to continue with the game. But this is still going to be an opportunity for us to do tons and tons of damage. We do have a couple of spells, 30 points of damage, tons of magic arrows, folks. It looks like these manticores are really going to be the worst thing to ever happen to us. The very worst thing. Did we have left turret, right turret? Hold on. You're shooting goblins? I hate you. What are you going to shoot next? The troglodytes? Alrighty then. Tell you what, manticores, if we kill 1 manticore, I'm gonna feel okay. Let's get him down to, that's 32. Let's see, that's 32. The next magic arrow is almost gonna kill him, but not quite. That's still the most damage we can do. Let's focus on the 1 manticore. And then if we step right here with the skeleton, he can actually defend this bottom stack for 1 additional turn because these guys are 2 hexes. Although the ballista is keying in on him. Feels less than ideal. 17 hit points remain. Okay. We go here. 1 manticore goes down. Let's see if we can get 1 more. See if we can get lucky. 55 hit points left. Down to 41. 12 hit points. I think the ballista is going to do it. Ballista is going to do 7 damage. Okay, we're actually going to get to do 1 more round of damage. And look, we did kill the goblins. You killed 2 goblins. With 44 damage. Ah! Oh, it's not funny. It's hilarious. We do kill 1 manticore. And at this point, we do get 1 more Medusa. 2 manticores, 1 Medusa, 19 goblins. That's not great, but it's better than it could have been. Oh no, and are we going to lose Gretchin too? We lost Gretchin too. That's actually a really big deal. It's actually a big deal. Losing that second hero is really a problem. Oh no, really? Interesting. My computer slowed down in a way that I did not like there. No. Did not like that at all. Okay. Well, there's nowhere to go but here. We have to defeat the enemies that are now going to be guarding the castle. That's 1 less week's worth of growth that we have. Because I'm guessing that we're going to find tons of enemies here. We're going to win, but this is ugly. Let's see. Slow, weakness, misfortune, etc. The only thing that can make this worth it is if the enemies purchase a mage guild or something nice. I don't think that we can trust that they did that. I think that this is only bad, and we're going to suffer because of it. Absolutely suffer because of it. Magic arrow. That's going to be... Actually, 1 more magic arrow is going to kill the rest of these liches. So let's focus on everybody else. Let's try and get over the battlements. Let's try to get into our enemies here. Let's hope that we can actually destroy the gate. That would be critically important, wouldn't it? 41 points of damage from the arrow tower. That feels really bad. And I don't know. It feels like I might as well do damage with the vampire. If I do, then their vampires are probably going to stay on this side of the wall. Maybe that's better for me, maybe it's not. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's see what the enemy does. Oh, they let us in. Folks, they let us in. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can either have the Walking Dead get to here and have them be in the front, or you can have the skeletons get in the front. I think that Walking Dead are just as good in this situation. And the skeletons will be just behind. Maybe the enemies are actually going to try and bypass the Walking Dead to get to the skeletons, and that'll give me more surface area to do some damage on. We could do 1 more magic arrow. I think we ought to. 1 more magic arrow. Would that do enough to actually kill anybody? This is 60. No. That's not going to help. And so for that reason, let's just cast the haste on these Walking Dead. It's going to last for the rest of combat. and we're going to let them do as much damage as they possibly can. 8 whites go down. We're going to skip here. We do get to kill the rest of them. Walking Dead are going to get their retaliations off. This is less than ideal, but it will work. Skeletons are going to rush. A little bit of damage onto these vampires. They're not going to regenerate any hit points. 8 more skeletons goes down. And folks, let's see if we can finish these gentlemen off. 12 Walking Dead. I think it's going to be 2 hits there. 10 go down. Maybe we kill the rest here with these whites. 1 more goes down. 6 hit points left. 6 vampires to go. 4 left. No retaliations. Skeletons are taking an absolute beating, down to 24, and that's going to be it. As the Walking Dead clean up this battle. 29 skeletons, 4 Walking Dead, 1 of the whites, 4 of the vampires. 1,200 experience, but man, I would have preferred to have had the troops there. That's pretty good, though. 13 Walking Dead. On the next battle, on the next encounter, Cloak of the Undead King is going to return us whites. And that feels excellent. These 65 Walking Dead, if we can get them up to zombies, I'm gonna feel okay. I feel okay. Rather than purchase anything, what'll get me to the city hall, I'm gonna go for the graveyard. I'm gonna upgrade the forces that I do have so that they are more impactful. With the 99,000 gold I have, I am going to hope that I can get this gold mine from Tan back. Euphreton is looking pretty tough. Gurnison's over here too. And we do have some pressure from this individual there. Might have been too slow of a start. This might have been too slow of a start. Let's actually wait. Before we do anything else, let's actually wait so that way we can double check to see if another hero is going to be useful or just a waste. I kind of want to sell out and go for either this rampart town of Gladeroot or for Evernight. Oh no, Deemer. Deemer, of course, with the meteor shower speciality. That's not going to be fun. We're just going to take some losses there pretty soon. How many days did it take us to get over here? Maybe 3 days? If we leave tomorrow, will we be able to go pick that up? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Level 2 Mage Guild. We do have the Lightning Bolt. Let's see if we get anything else nice. The blind is actually worth it. That feels like that wasn't too bad because we get to now double up. Or rather, we don't have to double up. We didn't get like 2 lightning bolts, for example. We do get the flexibility from a nice secondary spell. And the Disrupting Ray is never bad. Do we have enough resources for the 3rd level Mage Guild? I'm guessing not. Let's see what we can do, though. 4 Mercury? Nah, no, we'll have to trade, but let's see what we can find. By now, all the fools standing between you and Deja know about the artifacts you carry. However, there has been no official response to your message. This could mean a few things. They are quietly preparing a surprise attack. They don't believe you are a threat worthy of serious consideration. Or they are a very weak and easily frightened people. You suspect that latter explanation and wonder what Ethric was thinking when he enlisted these people in his cause. I don't know, these people are looking kind of spooky. And not like Halloween spooky, but like, oh my gosh, I gotta fight this guy? Spooky. It's day 4. Let's turtle up. Let's get, oh geez, our power liches are actually, we don't have liches. Whoops. Well, we're gonna wait. And I'm gonna look at heroes here. Clavius, I mean, he's worth 350 gold. Zai has got good troops with him. Let's get Zai. This is effectively going to double our forces. And actually, that's useful. Doubling our forces. Let's do more of that. Amazed that we couldn't actually get the Cursed Temple. Amazing how 5 wood is sometimes the difference between winning and losing. Let's see if we can follow whoever went underground. That subterranean gate might have some interesting things. Let's make sure we split up our troops. 1 stack of zombies, 2 stacks of skeletons, 1 stack of zombies. Oh. And then I guess multiple stacks of the whites. I wish that they were wraiths to take spell points away. That'd be a really nice defense against Gion. I think that this is my best defense, and if I lose here, I just know that I got off to way too slow of a start. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is going to be a fight with no spells. We are going to lose this fight. I mean, let's be real, 46 skeletons, 70 zombies, it's not that much, but let's see if with some defensive tactics we can actually do something nifty. First order of business is going to be defeating as many of these beholders and Medusa as possible. Thank goodness that our Bastion actually correctly identified the Medusa as the critical enemies here. Oh my goodness. 21 spell points left from this enemy. I think that dropping 143 points of guaranteed damage is going to be better than the blind. There's no guarantee that we're not going to see the enemy do a dispel. In fact, I think that they ought to. 25 health versus 22. 3 attack skill versus 3 attack skill. 6 to 8 damage, 3 to 5. The Medusa truly are the best force here. Lightning Bolt's going to do tons of damage. Is it worth it to do magic arrows? 3 speed. 3 speed is 3 speed. We're going to have twice the speed of their flying creature here. 4 speed on the Harpy Hags. We're still going to be faster. You know what? If this fight comes down to running around in circles and lightning bolting or magic arrowing our enemies to death, you get a little bit more damage out of the lightning bolt anyway, so I don't feel too bad about spending the extra 2 spell points. Let's cast the lightning bolts up front because we know that we need to kill enemies, right? Lightning bolts now are going to be more useful than 2 magic arrows over time because there's going to be some damage here. That's just the reality of that situation. I just realized I probably should have defended. Oh no. I should have defended because we're just going to wait here anyway, and then we want to defend against this ranged damage. We're not going to go out and attack. So let's just hang steady. Hold on. And then lightning bolt the beholders. Yeah, that dispel magic is going to be kind of a big deal. 16 spell points remaining. Yeah, kind of a big deal. They don't cast the dispel again. Even though I've already cast the lightning bolt. Are they going to dispel again? They've got to, right? Who do you dispel? You cure the Medusas. Okay, down to 10 spell points left. I have to assume that these manticores are just about to get into this fight. 143 points of damage. Kill 1 manticore. I think I'm going to spend the lightning bolt. 1 more lightning bolt. Takes me down to 40. That's actually going to be 10 magic arrows. I think from here on out, you do magic arrows. And that's going to make the most out of your spell point combinations. It's like scoregami from football, American football. Scoregami is people who look at the scores from certain games, and they always get excited about a score that has never happened. There's lots of different ways you can score. The most common ways are like a field goal, a touchdown, an extra point, a 2-point conversion, but then there's things like a safety. There's lots of different ways. A touchback, I don't know. But the point is that there's some scores in American football that have just never happened before. Never happened. And so it's always interesting when they do happen. Manticores are still a big deal, and I do think that they should take the last dispel. Wait, what spell did you cast last turn? You had 10 spell points and then you cast something and I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Okay. Let's just spend. Let's try and keep at least 1 or 2 whites alive. If at all possible. And there we see it, folks. The harpies are now the big scary guy. No spell points left, though. Oh, no, but that's not good. Everybody has to stay alive. Stay alive. The longer the fight goes, the better it is for me. Stay alive. Zombies are going to go north. Whites are going to go into the very, very, very deepest corner. The deepest recesses of this section here, because they've just got to stay alive. Skeletons are going to go up north. Zombies are quick to follow. Rather than get damage off of the Minotaurs, they're going to go up. Minotaurs are taking damage in the... Oh, that's nice. 44 damage additionally there, plus the damaging moat. This is actually as good as we could have hoped for. And 70 zombies. A lot of zombies. The Medusa are out of shots. I think that we just got to make sure that these beholders who still have, what, 7 shots left, let's do some damage to them. Let's defend. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Do we take a swipe at these manticores? We could kill 2. It's likely that we kill 2. Versus defend. I think we attack, and then they have -3 defense. We do get 2 of the manticores. Wonderful. I hate that Minotaurs always have positive morale. It's not always good morale that they get. They just always have positive morale. Okay, and the Harpies have, unfortunately, wow, there's a really dark joke I wanted to make there. Do I want to make that joke? Sure, why not? No, I can't make that joke. I'm sorry. It's probably against some term of service to talk about the way that they just let themselves die there. If you want to know what I was going to say, go to the Phixfox Discord and someone can ask me in the general tab. I will tell you over Discord. I won't tell you in this video. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough that it hurts my heart to say the kind of thing that I was thinking. Okay, folks, I think we win this fight. 63 of the walking... No, not the Walking Dead, but zombies. We do almost lose our main building, but with a couple more magic arrows, folks, I think that we've got this fight in the bag. I see no reason why we ought not to get the first shot off on these infernal troglodytes. They are cursed. They have weakness. We're not going to get stone skinned. We refuse. And with the beholders going down, do we kill 22 infernal troglodytes here? I think we do, just in case. I've still got magic arrows. Actually, you know what? Heck, I've still got a full-on lightning bolt. Get thee hence, Satan! Gion defeated. And for the low cost of 46 skeletons, 7 whites, and 11 of the zombies, we killed 6 manticores, 32 of the harpy hags, 6 of the minotaurs, 17 of the medusa, 70 of the infernal troglodytes, and 28 of the beholders. Folks, I've got a plan brewing in my head, and it's all going to be dependent on what happens with this upcoming click. How many... Oh, well, first of all, Sandro can't get any more experience. Okay, great. But also, Advanced Earth Magic. Oh, it doesn't tell me. I was waiting to find out how many whites I picked up. We will find out in just a second. Okay, 1 skeleton goes down. I do want to see what Euphreton has. 6 spell points, 2, 4, 2, and 1, but only 6 spell points. I might want to fight him, actually. I might want to fight him. That's what I was looking for, baby. That's what I was looking for. 62 whites. That's a huge pickup. Now, we're not going to be getting liches for the rest of this scenario, but with whites, I like my chances. Now, here's the question, though. As cool as it would be to kill Euphreton right now, and I totally think we can, is it more important for us to... How did you come back? I hate you. Is it more important to go and take another castle? It's day 5. Will we be able to reach? I think so. We start day 6 here. We start day 7 here. We don't have time to go this way and that way. But we know that they're up to manticores. I think that because we don't have our Black Knights or our Dread Knights here, I think that we abandon ship. We know that there's not a whole lot over here that we have to deal with. I think we go, and we'll come back later. Another day, another time, but not today. Not this time. Oh, we get Gretchin back. Okay, I feel comfortable. Because we get Gretchin, you get Jeddite. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. So saith the Tinkerman. The guy that just tries to distract you with random BS and just hopes that nobody catches on to the fact that he's only merely pretending to be wise. So saith that guy. Okay. Euphreton goes underground, which I think is a good decision on his part. I think I got just a little bit of time to go out of my way for this crystal. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I definitely will. Because it's going to be the start of day 7 tomorrow. Let's see about picking up some freebies here. Mostly, if I can just get some scouting done with Gretchin, I'll feel pretty useful. The fact that Euphreton did not come in this direction feels awesome. I thought he would. And so I feel comfortable enough to at least try and get up to my City Hall. Town Hall, good. City Hall, better. I'm excited to see if I can at least get up that far. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Coronius, Ares, those guys are not too problematic. The fact that it's Deemer defending Evernight, though, is bad. Hate that. Hate it so much. I'm not going to wait for day one. We're going to take out Deemer while we can. We're going to need to split up our troops, but not so much because he does have an ugly looking meteor shower. 2 stacks of the whites. 2 stacks of the whites, 1 stack of the zombies. Oh, the enemy has fled. No losses. Oh, four losses. That's fine. We're going to accept the 4 whites. I don't think we could stop that. And then let's fight in Evernight. I guess there's a pretty nifty defender here. 58 and 34. You're kidding me. Oh, it's Jeddite. Of course, that works then. Okay. What he doesn't realize, what I understand and what he seems to have forgotten, is that I can simply lightning bolt you to death. I can. In fact, I shall. I'm expecting some resurrects to come out. 2 attack, 2 defense, 5 power, 4 knowledge. I'm expecting the resurrects to come out. But if I wait, until you cast your spell, okay, then I maybe get you right now, I hope. Jeez, that hurt. I was expecting the resurrect. I was not expecting that. Okay. Okay, it's fine. I'm hurting just a little bit. If I blind, is that better or worse? Oh, wait. These guys are absolutely immune to blinding. All right, let's just get lucky with the lightning bolt. You're kidding me. If you resurrect the harpies and I have to fight this fight forever with you, I'm going to be very put out. I think he's going to resurrect. That's totally fine, actually. I'm perfectly fine with the destroy undead. 12 of these infernal troglodytes remaining. This is not fun. Down to 4. And then I'm just going to try and cast the magic arrow to end this fight. It looks like we get lucky. 54 of the whites, 9 of the zombies, but it's day 7, folks. We just have to survive until day 1 tomorrow. We should be picking up manticores. We defeat Jeddite for the 2nd time. And this gentleman just can't quit on us. 1200 experience. Did he pick up any other like nice artifacts at least? No. 8 more whites returned to us. That's fine. But I do see a gold mine. We got some opportunities here. And most importantly, oh, look at this, folks. Chain lightning, meteor shower, hypnotize, anti-magic. I don't really care about the hypnotize, but the anti-magic, meteor shower, chain lightning. This was absolutely worth it. And so actually waiting as long as we did to kind of make our move actually has worked out okay for us. This has worked out okay for us. Huh. Okay. Okay. I'm happy with this. Capital, castle. Dragon Cave is still pretty far away. Dragon Cave is still pretty far away, but we still have our sulfur mine from forever ago. Oh no, an enemy picked that up. Wait. No, that's ours. Because we still have the sulfur dune, this might have been the very best thing that could happen for us. Let's focus on getting right into our dear friends, the dragons. We're going to hire 1 more hero now, maybe 2, because gold is not that big of a deal. Clavius is always worth 350 gold to us. And he's going to pick up another 1,000 gold per day there. Do some scouting. I'm going to send 1 more hero. Call it Septinia. If you send her with just a few more skeletons, she can do some nice death ripple damage to some unfortunate foe that thinks that they can stop her. We need the wood more than we need the ore, but just barely. Oh, we can get both. Never mind. So we shall. And then, folks, that was a big turn. That was, dare I say, game-breaking. Given that the enemy did not take our Necromancy Castle for free, that was game-breaking. Gretchin is going to wander right into this gold mine. I wonder if the Cyclops stockpile has guards. It does. Interesting. So that's going to be an opportunity for resources. We might take that sooner rather than later. War Machine Factory, I just don't think that's all that useful. But the Den of Thieves is always an interesting stop. Searching through the underbrush, we find the secret entrance to the Den of Thieves. An old acquaintance fills you in on all that he has learned since your last meeting. Okay. Well, this looks bad, but we do have Manticores, actually. Everybody has got good attack skills. 6 attack. Well, 6 attack, 3 defense. Jabarakas looks pretty tough. They're up to behemoths, but not worse. No devils, that's good. Kingdom Army strength, it is tan, then green, then purple, then orange, then us, and then blue. So we've actually done pretty good by defeating blue. Gernison, I think, is actually underground, isn't he? So he's probably going to be coming for our castle as soon as possible. Number of towns, blue has none. Number of heroes, they're in the end. They're towards the end. Yeah, I think that we need to hopefully defeat blue as soon as possible. Because, yeah, I think that we saw them potentially stub their toe, make some bad decisions, and I think that we might find an opportunity for us to be very successful in moving forward here. Okay. Dragons is still the goal, but we definitely want troops. Now let's take the Manticores. Wait, do we upgrade anybody? Do we upgrade anybody? I mean, the Mana Vortex. Is the Mana Vortex better than an upgrade here? I think so. Knowing that we've got Chain Lightning. As you near the Mana Vortex, your body is filled with new energy. You have doubled your normal spell points. Yeah, I think that that's really the play. And we will pick up everybody if we have to upgrade them later, okay? Range creatures. Harpies. I think we're going to leave everybody else, and we're going to end up keeping skeletons and whites. Our morale is going to be pitiful, except for the Minotaurs, but this feels pretty useful to me. Okay, and with this split, does this look correct? Yes, it does. And zombies stay. All right, let's set forth. Maybe we set our eyes on this Cyclops stockpile before anything else. Maybe we turn straight to Dark Cloud in a moment. We'll wait. We'll find out. Oh, he's got lots of skeletons. The best thing to defeat lots of skeletons. What is it? I couldn't possibly say. But let's just split up 7 skeletons and hope that Eri does not have... Should we hope that he doesn't have any damaging spells? Let's do it like this. Let's have most of the skeletons all spread out, and then with 500, 600 gold left, let's have 2 whites. So that there's just a couple more hit points available. 1 and 2. Okay. All right, that's going to do it. That has to hold. Oh! I didn't think he would try to attack that. Very nice. We're going to accept those losses. And apply those battle results. There was a second hero that I didn't even notice. But they also don't feel like they're that tough. Man is everywhere. Melodia is back. Ooland is back. Here comes my man, Gernison. And so, I think I'd prefer to secure my territory rather than try and force Tan's hand. So let's head back to Dark Cloud, get some resupply going. Something tells me, I don't know what, but something tells me, as we do see Scholar here, that Gernison is not going to be turned away by 3 skeletons and a white. But I also don't think I can stop it. However, we are getting, what, a couple thousand gold per day now? 8,000 gold per day? We're just going to purchase up all these troops. And if we lose, we lose. But at least we've given ourselves the best chance at defeating our enemies. And maybe they even buy us a Mage Guild level 3. Just in case they don't, I am going to get the Blacksmith. So that way I'm one step closer to Town Hall. Seems like a good idea. Scuttle Boat. Interesting. Maybe useful, maybe not. Clavius is in the back. His job really is to bring troops to the front, so let him save us the 350 gold per day. As Gretchin speeds over the rough terrain like nobody's business. Oh, Gernison's actually running away. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Very interesting. Very interesting development. I love it when the AI surprises me. I'm all for it. A spy returns with word that has come about internal conflicts among your enemies. Your old friend Jeddite and his allies want to seize the artifacts and promptly return them to Ethric. However, 2 other allied stronghold towns to the north and to the northeast want the artifacts to remain in their possession. According to your advisors, Lord Jabarakas, the leader of these 2 towns, is Ethric's illegitimate younger brother and suffers from little man syndrome. It seems that Jabarakas has always been envious of his older brother's prestige, and you suspect that he believes he can gain more respect from his peers were he to have the 2 artifacts. I mean, probably. You permit yourself a sinister smile. Psychological attacks are the kind you enjoy most. With any luck, your enemies might just kill each other off, and you can pass through Deja like a shadow in the night. We will see. We will see. Okay, so we do have the opportunity to head back, pick up those troops, or we could just defeat Coronius now. Gurnison's pretty far away. I think that we defeat him. We for sure defeat him if he wants to turn around and fight us. So let's just take back our ore mine. 5 skeletons, but it's a glorious victory. So be it. 1 white returns and +2 ore per day. Lovely. This is Melodia. She's too tough for us. Although we mentioned using the death ripple, let's actually try and save everybody. I would hate to just throw away 2,500 gold because. And then Gurnison's on his way. Let's go to the windmill. 3 mercury. Wonderful. There are guardians in the Medusa stores. That's not been taken just yet. Remember, we're shooting for a little bit of extra sulfur, and I think it's worth the investment for the city hall. It'll pay for itself very, very quickly. And our enemies are traveling so very slowly on the beach, as expected. Septinia is going to immediately return. Sandro is considering, what are my options? Do I go chase this gentleman down? Do I go south into this subterranean gate? I actually don't think I mind going into the subterranean gate. Oh, it's going to cost us a lot of movement points, though. Like, a lot. If I attack, or if I go north, I could potentially head him off before he goes for the gold mine. It couldn't hurt to go for this graveyard here. This will put me in range. If he gets to here and then, like, back to here. Let's just go to right here. This will be kind of a halfway point. And then let's just stick Gretchin right here, trying to survive. Just survive, baby. Just survive. Okay. And we do have to defend our dungeon town here. We have not a lot of defenders. We got troglodytes. We've got harpies. If we have them in our army, it's going to be costly for us to use the death ripple, but it's still maybe our best spell. Unless, do we have wisdom? We don't have wisdom. We don't have wisdom. Phew, pack and pack. Because Gladius is here, Septinia is just an extra hero. We're actually going to do this. We're going to save our forces a little bit. We're going to try and get 2 death ripples off and more or less let Septinia just go. Yeah, we're going to have her cast her death ripple twice. Let's see what she can do. Okay, so we've got these Centaur captains, 12 of them, 3 of the battle dwarves, 14 of the troglodytes. Let's see. Death ripple. We're going to get 2 of those off, 20 points of damage. Okay. Did some damage. We are going to get both off, but this is not going to last very long. I did think I would do more damage, actually. Whoops. We'll kill a little bit. It'll be fine. And at least we don't need a chain lightning, so there's always that. 1 Walking Dead perishes, another goes down. And with 1 more death ripple, the dwarves do resist that spell. There's no sense in running. You might as well go down with the ship. Abandon ship, Captain. He says no. We shall not. 1, 4, and 8. And there was like 8 centaurs remaining. I think we could totally win now, especially since we didn't see her cast any crazy spells. So let's actually go. Split up the harpies. Split up the troglodytes. We've got our spells. Let's go defeat these guys. Glorious victory. 9 of the troglodytes. I think I'm going to accept those losses. And we'll take the 2 skeletons back. Because why not? Okay. So we mounted a successful defense there. We do know that there's Ooland over here. Gretchin might be going down soon. And then our enemy, Gurnison, is just waiting. It's just staying out of reach because the pathfinding is too good. How often do you hear that? Oh, his pathfinding is just too good. Well, it is what it is. Portal of Summoning, that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for the Dragon Cave. I need a little bit more wood. It's day 5. I'm just going to wait for it. And I think I'm just going to sit here in Dark Cloud. Oops. I do have to pick up the sawmill. And then we're just going to sit and wait. Yeah. 2 wood per day. And soon, not yet, but soon, very soon, we're going to be able to grab everything we need to be successful. Okay. We're going to have plenty of resources minus the wood. Just don't spend any wood and you're fine to continue to upgrade this town. That hurts. Hall of Darkness is going to be pretty expensive. I want it, but I can't have it. Let's go from whites up to wraiths. That's going to be very necessary. It's going to really increase the effectiveness of my whites by a lot because I'm going to be going from whites to wraiths and I'm going to get them all back when I use my Cloak of the Undead King. So we're going to do that. Skeletons for now are a no-go. 4 speed, 4 speed. Zombies are better in this case. Power liches. We're going to wait for now. Just waiting for the new week. Let's see if Gretchin survives, and if so, for how much longer. Blue's heroes have abandoned him. He is banished from this land. Let's hope that we're able to avoid Jabarakas, and then hopefully we can remember to try and pick up Gurnison in a tavern. It's day 7, folks. Let's not forget the most important thing. Pick up the Dragon Cave, and with red dragons pretty soon, I feel like I've got at least a chance against our enemies, mine and yours, the big, bad, evil. Call them what you will. Behemoths. Okay. I want to see how far Clavius can get up to this point. He can go to right about there. If we drop the 5-speed troglodytes, it'll be even better tomorrow. How fast is the dragon, actually? 11 speed? Let's purchase the 1 red dragon now. And then tomorrow, I'm guessing he can go pretty far. And let's hope that from this point, we're going to be able to take these forces and just go north. Just go north from here, up into this direction, through the garrison, into this rampart town, a Gladeroot, and see what happens. Because Ooland is coming straight for me. He's taking the bulk of his forces out of position. And if the enemies are not allied against each other, or allied against me, then maybe Ooland has to fight Jabarakas if Jabarakas wants to go through that. 1 attack, 2 defense, 2 power, 2 knowledge for Ooland, not a problem. And these forces are not a problem either. Oh, I hit, don't apply battle results, and so I fought the fight again. I did not realize he was there. Yikes. 3 attack, 2 defense, 2 power, 2 knowledge for Elleshar. And he's got 23 spell points because we just stole some. Ha. Well, buddy, I've got 140 spell points. I don't have the Chain Lightning, though, do I? Because I don't have... I got basic wisdom. I got level 3 spells. I don't got more than that, though. Okay. Death Ripple will hurt me as well. I think that Lightning Bolt is my best spell. Darn, a Chain Lightning would have been killer. That would have been so good. Let's kill the elves because they can do damage now. And I think that my ranged creatures are going to do plenty of damage in just a moment. That's an interesting haste, but I don't hate it. In fact, I really like that haste. I think that that's a really interesting, nifty, fun, cool decision from the AI to go with hasting your dendroids because they're going to be powerful. You just have to get them into the fight. And buddy, is that haste going to get them into the fight? 7 speed, they're going to be faster than me. They're going to get to go first, aren't they? We're going to make a steel wall. Can't attack anybody else. There it is. It's going to be a magic arrow more than anything. That's so weird. You have such a good first spell, and then you follow it up with that. That doesn't feel good at all, because now I'm just going to continue to obliterate you from afar. I'm going to let somebody else do the first bit of damage against the dendroids. Sure, why not 4 of the manticores? We killed 2 of the dendroids, 58 damage. We got to go through them. It's actually going to be 50 zombies that do massive amounts of damage. We can kill Pegasi, so we shall. And we got you with the disease. That's pretty slick. Let's try and actually get the zombies with the disease as well. And with this positioning, maybe we'll prevent a haste somewhere else. We do lose 1 manticore, but they are in position, I do believe, to jut down the battlefield. If we can kill all the dendroids here. Looks like we cannot. Cannot. Unless... Nope, cannot. I don't know. I think that you haste the centaurs here now if you were the enemy. That just seems to make the most sense to me. I could be wrong. Or you do 30 points of damage? What? What? I should be grateful, honestly, because that makes this fight feel much more winnable than it otherwise would have been. We're going to do vastly superior than we were before. Obviously, right? Like, the previous fight was... My dear sweet wife is in the background. And I go, well, we're going to do better in this fight, obviously. And she just, like, stands in the back, just goes, obviously. Tell you what, folks, I don't deserve to be as happy as I am, but I'm grateful I get to be. We kill all but 2 of the wood elves. Let's get a big bit of chunk damage off on these centaurs. 76, we kill 11 of them. More damage onto the centaurs. Do not let them breathe. And yeah, just don't let them breathe. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so 28 centaurs remain. We're down to 9. I'm gonna just let the enemy flee. 2,400 experience doesn't really matter. At this point, mitigating losses is the very best thing. And with only 3 Minotaurs lost and 1 Manticore, that was fine. That was okay. Especially because guess what? We got dragons coming now. The enemy didn't see that coming. Serpentfly population doubles. Oh no. Oh no. We never got this gem pond. Oh no. We can almost reach Centaur. Or Sandro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kool-Aid Man is hanging out. Oh yeah. She's just laughing at me. She's just laughing at me. Not in a mocking sort of way, just in like a supportive, like... in a very cute way. She's pretty great. I'm a big fan of her. Okay. Focus, Phixfox. Time to fix focus. Alrighty. I am going to bring out the rest of these Harpy Queens. Harpy Hags, excuse me. And I know that there's this enemy trolling around out here, Dessa. I will do whatever I need to do to defeat them with some other hero later. With a couple of spells, I think I'll be okay to do so. Let's transfer over everybody that we can now, and then let's make some tough decisions. 3 dragons for sure are going into this army. We'll combine the zombies, so that really wasn't a tough decision at all. And then 32 Harpy Hags. I think you want the Harpy Hags more than zombies? Yeah, more than zombies. Zombies, I mean, this is a healthy bit of disposable hit points. But this is like high speed damage. Really, it's the 4 speed versus the 9 speed. There's going to be fights where the zombies don't even factor into the fight at all. And so we're going to head up in this direction like so. And remember, Uland is out of position. There's Elleshar. We shall run right by him. Oh, I better hire another hero, I just realized. Gretchin's back. Gretchin's back. 3 times. 3rd time that Gretchin has showed up in this scenario. It's month 2, week 1, day 1, and Gretchin, it just keeps coming back for more. Remember that the Black Dragon is immune to all spells? Only a Slayer can bring additional harm to it. Worth noting. We didn't find anybody else. We got Septinia. Don't really care. But yeah, we're gonna take Gretchin up just so that they can maybe look for this gold mine here. Try and make that happen. Maybe Dessa lands. Maybe they don't. Maybe I care. Maybe I don't. It looks like they landed, but they didn't actually land. They're just sitting in the weird spot there. So Gladius is going to go back, and 58 zombies should hold down the fort. This town is going to be very, very well defended. Uland has got to go through too much beach to get to me this turn. I want the Cyclope stockpile. I want the resources. That's Mage Guild levels. What's the point of Mage Guild levels, though? I've got only level 3 spells I can take. No, we rush straight through the garrison. Gretchin can do all that other stuff, but we've got to rush through. Actually, into the boat, do some exploring. I think we're going to get immediately accosted by Dessa. Nah, with pathfinding, we stay on land. Okay, your spies report overhearing the following conversation between Lord Euphrieton and one of his commanders. Yes, sir. Etheric's message was received this morning. Sandra is in the area and does hold the artifacts. We have replied to Etheric that we will retrieve the artifacts and give them to Jeddite. Shall we prepare to attack Sandra's army, sir? Yes, we'd best do that, and quickly. That Sandra is a sly one. He could be right under our noses. He is said to strike as suddenly and silently as a wraith. Prepare your men. Word travels fast in these parts, you think to yourself. So much for a surprise attack. Indeed. Well, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, and it's not. 5 wraiths, though. We'll take an additional 5 wraiths. Oh, and that's funny. It immediately moves them into the garrison there, into our forces. Gladeroot, we can reach. They didn't think that we could reach, but we can, and so we shall. And we're going to lose 5 of the beholders. 2, 2, and 1. Yeah, we're going to lose 5 beholders, but we are going to clean up this fight like so. The enemy is going to see that we have dragons, and they're going to immediately wish that they had stayed home for the day. Like, this is why you need a job with benefits, is so that you can call in sick every now and again. Because on this day, at this time, not being able to call in sick is kind of a big deal. Green dragons. Okay. Okay. We are never losing Gladeroot. We have to keep it. We simply must. At this point, there's no sense in going back. We're here. We're here to stay. We're never going to go away. And you can't get rid of me. Not so easily. Let's see what the enemies do here. Oh, I completely forgot. Forgot to purchase troops from Euphrieton, and he just, I think he didn't have a castle, and so he decided he needed one, and this was the closest one, and he decided to fight this fight. I think that was a mistake. I'm going to allow this to exist because sure, why not? And did we just lose Euphrieton and Tan? No, Tan still has some forces. It is Uland. I think we're going to go back. We're not going to hold on to... We are going to hold on to this castle. We're going to have to send somebody up north just to see if there's any enemies coming our way. And if there are, that's bad, but it is what it is. Because I think that if this opens up into this area in any way, shape, or form, and there's enemies that are coming in this direction, we're going to have to hold this more than anything. It looks like there's one enemy right here. Do we go south to intercept Uland? I think we must. Interesting. Interesting that we are feeling pressure from multiple sides now. The more land that we are able to get, the more land we have to defend. And if you've played any kind of strategy game, immediately to me, Medieval Total War comes to mind, or Shogun Total War. The more you expand, the more you have to defend, and the easier it is for the enemies to take you by surprise. With 3 castles now, there's 3 places of not strength necessarily, but potential weakness, and we don't want to lose any of them. So I'm trying to play puppy guarding between Gladeroot and Dark Cloud. I suppose that Dark Cloud does have some defenders that have not been purchased yet. I think that we just purchase everybody right now. Sure, why not? Just in case I forget again, and then we're going to stay put here with Sandro, and hopefully we're able to go north. And it's going to be Elleshar. Interesting. Does he have a force worth fighting? He does! Aha! So I feel good that we didn't actually run away from this castle, because I think Ulan's going to go south, Elleshar's going to go north, and whichever one of them can take a castle first is going to reset the AI's threat meter and indicate to them, hey look, buddy, we don't actually have to fight and die for this town here. We really don't. Which I reply, yes you do, Derek. Of course, a reference to the wonderful movie Zoolander. But why male models? Several behemoths. Definitely not worth picking up just an alchemist lab because +1 mercury per day is kind of, it's like, it's not bad, but we already picked up the 1 gold mine here. That's really what I care about. Uland is maybe not going to make it here today. I'm guessing he will, though. We do have Zai. I mean, we could take Straker with 1 attack, 2 defense and just give him some spells in a spell book. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to get Straker instead. He's got a couple more of these zombies. It's going to be up to, call it 24, 25. And this is not a lot, but this might be enough to at least slow down our foes. Is it worth building the castle? If we build the castle, they're going to come back with more forces later. Like, it's going to be harder to take later, but I'll have better troops later. So we're going to get the castle now, and we're going to really try and protect this castle with whatever we have. Haste, Curse, Magic Arrow. Blind is actually probably going to be the very, very best spell for the Death Knight here. Probably. Let's wait and find out. And then let's see if Elleshar decides to be bold, be daring, and ultimately be very, very stupid as he tries to kill us. Okay, on to a new day. Okay, here's the fight. Let's see it. Oh, you're kidding me. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. Folks, it looks like the fight's going to be fairly close. I'm going to accept this, though, because I think that we've seen that Phixfox is going to do the fight better than the AI. I always do. Well, I don't always do better, but especially when I have a couple of additional spells, I pretty much always do. So I'm just going to accept these results. I don't feel like I'm cheating you out of seeing a good fight. As Straker picks up basic air magic. Nice. Yeah, just in the interest of time, because the scenario I feel like is already being kind of long in the tooth. An hour 27 in. Hour and 27 in. Yeah, feels a little bit long already. Although on a medium-sized map, having 3 castles here, I've been fortunate. Pressed my luck. I mean, I've done worse. I've done worse. Cyclope stockpile. That's going to be incredibly useful. We know Elleshar is too far away to pick up Gladeroot. Jabarakas. He's coming for Dark Cloud. I don't think I mind if I give it to him, other than the fact that that castle is going to be really hard to take back. Yeah, it is for sure. Does Straker... Hold on. 7 speed, 4 speed. I think that we take Straker and just try and confuse our enemies. Let's see if we can actually get him to take the back route. I don't think Jabarakas can reach here. I think he's going to get to like right over here. And then I think that if we run in this direction, maybe we can convince him to leave us alone in our main castle for a little bit longer than he otherwise might have. Okay. I don't think that's great. That's not exactly what I had in mind. Gold mine. What if I grab the gold mine? Is he going to prioritize me on the gold mine? I think he might. I mean, I think that we all know that the castle is the best thing here, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Gretchin has done something interesting. Gretchin is setting sail. Gretchin is going to distant lands. Gretchin is landing immediately because Shiva is here. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Let's stay away from Shiva. Gretchin's gonna die. Gretchin lost my boat. I need that boat. That was a tactical error. That was a big tactical error. I really needed that boat for something. Day 6. If I fight Jabarakas, I'm gonna want to make sure I have dragons and additional forces. So let's focus on the stockpile, mercenary camp. We're not going to get the School of Magic. Yeah, but let's grab everything else. So +1 attack. You come upon a camp of mercenaries practicing their combat tactics. They welcome you and your troops and invite you to train with them. +1 attack skill. Wonderful. And then let's see what happens with Dark Cloud. I'm anticipating that we just lose right here. Green has landed twice. Orange has attacked. Forces suffer a bitter defeat. I don't think I can fight this any better, but we're just trying to let the castle do damage. 9 attack, 4 defense, 2 power, 2 knowledge, 6 spell points. Getting good luck a couple times. We're just going to hit defend. We're not here to attack. The longer we survive, the more shots our castles potentially get. Let's see, a couple stacks left. Yeah, this is going to be it. 1, 2, and 3. 13 it is. Okay. Well, Orange has taken the Necromancy Castle. Oh no, but it's the worst to defend out of all these other ones. It's got access to it from so many different places. This castle in the corner, I think I liked that better from the very, very beginning, so I don't mind. I don't mind if you don't mind. I don't know about Shiva. How about this actually? How about I attack the swordsman and then run, so that way I can potentially hire Gretchin back later if I want to. Yeah, we're just gonna fast travel with Shiva. That's all we're gonna do. And then Straker, Vey, okay. Trading post. Do I need the trading post? Interesting. I'm just gonna sit on the trading post in case I need something sooner or later. Remember, we've got dragons in 2 places coming. 2 different types of dragons, sure, but two dragons. Let's see if we lose any of these forces here, and if that's going to make room for us to mix some of our forces pretty quickly. I don't think it's going to be worth it to actually keep the whites. Because I'm going to accept these losses because we lose a lot of beholders, and that actually feels fine. I mean, the morale penalty for mixing 3 different types of troops, one of which is undead. I mean, but 78 wraiths, that's a lot of wraiths. I'd love to get back to the mana vortex. I'd love to get back to the mana vortex. Let's head up just to this far and actually have Sandro go south. South the long way, unfortunately. If Jabarakas attacks me now, maybe I win, maybe I lose. I would just prefer not to find out. I would prefer not to find out. Okay, real quick. We haven't really checked, but any purchases here? We could get the upgraded Dragon Cliffs. Okay. Can we get the upgraded Dragon Cave? We can. Level 5 Mage Guild. It hurts my heart. Portal of Summoning. I don't think I actually have any external dwellings that I really care about. Let's see. Where do I see that? That's weird. Quest log? No. I know that there's a way to see all of my external dwellings. Or am I thinking of Heroes 4? Oh no, it should be right here. Yeah. And right now we only have a garrison. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't have any, then it just doesn't show up, and then I wasn't even sure what I was looking for. Okay, if I want to upgrade troops later, I sure can. I think it's fine for me to upgrade the dragons now. The only way this could hurt me is if it ends up being Month of the Red Dragon or something tomorrow, which, you know, nah, I couldn't possibly imagine that that would happen. No. Dreadful news, sire. A soldier frantically runs up to you and tells you that someone broke into your quarters, slashed your linens, and drove a large sword through the middle of your bed. Attached was a note saying, Sandro, death to you and all who would follow you. I will seize these artifacts that you have stolen. The note was unsigned. Sir, I'm sorry to report that the intruder, whoever it was, came and went undetected, the soldier continues. And the news gets worse, sir. The intruder took your hidden gold. All of it. 1,000 apologies, sir. With a snarl, you raise your sword and lop off the soldier's head. You could have been assassinated had you slept in your bed last night. Your troops need to be better trained in the art of defending against covert attacks. And that's a healthy amount of gold that we just lost. Oh, man. You built the cover of darkness, and now I'm really sad. That doesn't seem fair. Aerie does have a couple of green dragons. Nifty, nifty. Dark Cloud's got tons of defenders. Not fun, not fun. And I don't think I mind, I don't know, wasting Clavius's movement here. We are still going to go the long way. It's going to make the most sense. If I need to send in troops from my northern castle here in Gladeroot, I will. But I do want to have Sandra pick up that double spell points. It's been useful. And yeah, I still think I have got a lot of room to run. I think I've still got a lot of opportunities if. Oh, what the F was that? Are you kidding? If I can just. I have a lot of room to run if I can just get spell points. Folks, Jabarakas, I guess, has expert wisdom because sure, why not? And I guess he has fly, which sure, why not? I guess he's just going to teleport 5 behemoths on top of my head because sure, why not? I want to keep these undead troops alive. I want his morale to be as bad as possible. We don't even kill one Cyclops there. We kill, looks like one Thunderbird. One rock. And do we have enough damage to kill a behemoth? Do I really care if Clavius lives or die? I don't. 66 damage. Close. Yeah. Wow. But he's just got fly. I mean, unexpected for a barbarian to say the least. My goodness. And I really want Sandro to get this Mana Vortex, but I can't risk. Well, I guess I can. I guess I can risk purchasing all these troops and hoping that I don't have an enemy just backdoor by flying into my face. I guess I have to hope for that. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm going to upgrade a bunch of these troops. Probably not going to be the Beholders, maybe the Harpy Hags. I don't know. I can't think now. I'm officially off kilter. That has put me not on tilt. I'm not tilted, but I'm definitely off kilter. I don't think that recruiting gold dragons right now is the play because there is an enemy right here. We just need to get whatever defenders we can. Right now we're keeping dragons away from our foes. Unicorns, dendroids, elves, and then some hearty dwarves. Perfect. All right. Not too bad defenders. Straker's still alive. Dark Cloud is full of ghosties. They always were there, but they're definitely a little spooky. I wonder if Dust is going to kill us. I'm guessing they're going to try. Oh, Vey is probably going to try. But yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what else the game can throw at me. Straker wants to run? Sure, you can run. Sure, why not? Green looks like they're threatening Orange's castle there, but they're not actually doing it. So I don't know what to make of that. Shiva did land herself in range of my forces here. Sandro is tough. How does she have 7 out of 120 spell points? How are barbarians getting this many spell points? Oh no, it's not good. In fact, you might say that that's bad. 91 hobgoblins. Yeah, with 7 attack, we're just gonna get obliterated. I think we just defend a couple times. At least the 4 power. It's not very powerful attacks, but it's powerful enough. We are only killing 14 hobgoblins at a time with elves. They did break through our walls to the top. Since the rocks are here, we might as well do damage with these dwarves. Twice. Down to 11, down to 10. Thank goodness we got great morale. My word, the tavern is doing well. Doing well. Okay, let's not roast ourselves here, but let's kill some rocks. 1 rock goes down, 2 dragons remain. I think that the unicorns might as well get lucky and try and get a blind off on these ogre magi. No dice. One of the unicorns goes down. Cyclops kings they're coming through as quickly as I can. Might as well get some damage off with the elves. Ooh, rocks get 2 good instances. We're down a dragon. 15 hit points remains on our 1 green dragon. The rocks are stuck. They are bound to the earth by some thick vines via our Ents, aka our dendroids. Oh boy. And I can actually I think I can get a double hex attack off this way, but not this way. This will put me in the thicket, so I need to go this way. Nope, never mind, I missed. And then I just wasted damage because I'm not going to kill one full behemoth, like, ever. Let's kill goblins. Hobgoblins are blind. Okay. 6 rocks left. Okay. A couple of elves. More dwarves. Yeah, and from this point, the battle is... it's over. But I think we knew that. We're going to defend with the elves, so that way the final one doesn't go down. We just got the dwarves left. Everybody hunker down. Stay in the corner. Maybe their 2 hex creatures are going to step all over themselves, trying to survive, and they'll fail. How many... I don't know. I think we're going to kill... I think we're going to kill a behemoth right here. I got a feeling. 54 hit points left. We're going to max out at 58 damage. Today's the day I get lucky. Aw, rats. Oh, but we did kill him with the archer tower, so it's fine. Okay. All right. And that's going to be the end of this fight. We put up a worthy fight. The most important thing is that we're not going to turn over any troops. The bad news is that now Shiva, for some reason, is going to have 120 spell points left. Or 120 spell points when she stays a knight in the Mage Guild. That feels bad. That feels really bad. And now I'm wondering if it was worth it to go for the... for the Mana Vortex. This is the choice we've made. This is the decision we've had. We have to hope that people stay with minimal spell points. We have to hope that this is going to be worthwhile. This is basically our last major resupply. We do have a marketplace. I think that it's in our best interests to try and get on the same page as a cohesive fighting force. What do you think? Okay. So we got 5 black dragons. It's pretty good. We've got, looks like 11 of the Scorpicores. It's pretty good. Beholders. Minotaurs. We got one more upgrade. Do you upgrade the Labyrinth or do you upgrade Medusa? 14 Minotaur Kings or 24 of the Medusa Queens. I think that being able to double their shots is actually pretty useful. So let's do that with the Medusa. And this is going to be our army. We're not mixing troops as bad as we would have worried. And the 78 Wraiths is too good to not take. It's too good. You have to take it. So we shall. Again, let's hope that we don't have somebody just, I don't know, cast Fly. The fact that I have to worry about that is just silly. We do see purple, by the way. We've seen pretty much everybody. Like, everybody hates my guts. And I have to believe that I'm strong. I have to believe I can get more green dragons. I have to believe that eventually I'll be able to overcome whatever amount of behemoths you can throw at me. I have to believe in me. Because if I don't, who will? And maybe the enemies won't even take my... Never mind. My castle, as orange immediately lands on day 6. Gird, I think I've got a couple of troglodytes. I'm going to do my best to defend that. Cobblestone, well-paved road. At least we get this castle with no major problems. 5 of the Beholders. 1 Wraith back. Sure, why not? I do want to purchase another hero. Straker. Thieves Guild is a friend to everyone and no one. Centaurs. Sawmill. And then, do I need to stay here? I don't think I do. I don't think that there's any value in sticking around. I think we head south. I think that we try and get over to the... either back to the dungeon town or back to our necromancy castle before they start spitting bone dragons at us. Either way, It's not great, but we're just clicking very fast because we got to see what works. Oh, shoot. Oh, thank goodness. Gerd did not get as far as I thought he would. I thought that we were actually in real trouble there because I didn't purchase the Infernal Troglodytes. Let's split them up. And we're totally going to purchase another hero here. No sense in not. Vitamina, she's going to be important later. Isra and Vitamina for the Necromancy speciality. Well, I wonder what we're going to take. We're going to take the hero with 20 spell points. Yeah. And these troops are too good to not keep, unfortunately. Troops of 3 alignments, not good. But 70 troglodytes and 40 skeletons, 30 skeletons, 40 goblins, we'll take that. Alrighty, let's see if we survive that. Couple bits of wood, mystical garden, and I know that I'm talking as if I'm dejected and, oh no, the struggle is real. I actually think I'm in a pretty good position here to win. As we do see bone dragons, I actually think I'm in a good spot here. Like, it doesn't feel good, but I think it's actually about as good as I could have hoped, because I'm about to, I think, have 3 castles on day 1. 3 castles on day 1. I think that that's going to be wonderful for me. I want to check to see who this was. Gandula. Gandula. Ooh la la. Gandula. Ooga shaka. Ooga, ooga, ooga shaka. Ooga, ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. I don't think Gandula has ever had someone sing that song to her in her life. and if somebody did, it was definitely an ugly looking ogre. I'm not saying I'm much better than an ugly looking ogre, but I am saying, like, there's definitely no ugly looking ogres with a voice as nice as mine. All right, let's focus up, folks. All right, we're going to fight this fight in Dark Cloud because it should have bone dragons. Again, if I can hold 3 castles on day 1, month 2, week 3, day 1, where there's top tier creatures involved, I think it's going to be worth it. The enemy has fled. We're going to let Vey run. Worth the 1 harpy to me. 7 wraiths in return. All right, I guess we're keeping wraiths for the rest of this scenario. And then this is going to be a win. Krelion, he's going down. Maybe we can even fight this fight just a little bit better. I'm just going to check it and see. A couple beholders. Is there a smart spell here to cast? Maybe. It's 240. 150. Do I have a easy spell for 150 points of damage? Lightning bolt? Not really. How about up here? This is going to be 100. That's too much. Here. Well, that's 240. Jeez, there's just hit points everywhere. Let's actually see if we can just do a lightning bolt on the wraiths. All right. Whatever. I don't even care. 8 harpy hags it is. Okay. Whatever. We get 15 wraiths back. It's fine. We're going to be fine. And we have now the Dark Cloud. We're going to purchase another hero. It's going to be Straker again. This poor guy. He's like, are you going to let me live? Are you going to let me die? Like, I don't care. Just pick one. Dude, you're already dead. He goes, aye. Fair point, mate. Fair point. Okay. Maybe eventually we can get into the Subterranean Gate. There is a free boat here. I'm going to stay here overnight because I don't know what else is out there, what big scary things. I can reasonably get rid of the Beholders and consider at least getting Bone Dragons. That's going to be nice because we've already got the negative morale penalty for the Wraiths anyway. It's not going to kill me too bad. Plus, the enemy now gets -1 morale. That's going to be the best thing. Let's focus up and basically purchase everybody here. Because if somebody's going to start airwalking over these mountain ranges, it's going to be in the middle of the map that they do a fight instead of to the south. Sarog goes down. We lose 1 elf. I'm going to accept that for sure. Oh no. Gandula. Ooga shaka. Ooga, ooga. Okay. We're going to accept that as well. I don't know why the enemies are just running straight into my swords, but I'm not going to complain. We're securing this terrain. Every single time a hero like that drops off, I feel instantly better. Before I do anything else, I do want to get a little bit of scouting off. I need to make sure that there's not somebody like right over here in this area that's going to hurt me. And there's this guy. There's a couple heroes up and around here. Well, let's take out Aerie. No losses, glorious victory. We'll accept it, and we got some nice stuff. We're gonna hold on to the Spirit of Oppression. No. These artifacts are actually not good because we don't really have space for them. Spirit of Oppression. I don't know if that impacts the Minotaurs. They always have good morale. I don't know. Okay. We're going to hold off on that for just 1 second. Isra is going to go down below. Oh no, Tyraxor. But there's a Dragon Vault here. Oh my goodness, there's a Dragon Vault here. Tyraxor's hiding out here. There's a Labyrinth. I feel obligated. This feels like the right choice. Fight the Ifrit Sultans? I think so. I think this is going to be useful for us. Let's make this happen. We're going to purchase one more hero. Make it Galthran, because sure, why not? Because Septinia has got more troops. Let's do that. And leave everybody at home but one white. And I do want her to just go in this direction. I just need to know if an enemy is about to take Dark Cloud from me. And I feel like Gladeroot is about to be under attack. And so we're just going to do this. Or anything else happens. We are completely broke. I know that there's an enemy that just landed here. I'll do my best to get the dragons out, but for now... Oh, that was Jabarakas. He's just gonna fly right into me, isn't he? No, he does not. Wonderful. I don't know. I think I'd rather keep black dragons than anything. It's day 3. Can I get back over there? I have to do this. Like, this is a must. Dragon Vault, I mean, that makes the Necromancy Castle so much better. And this guy is just... He has to be dealt with. Glorious victory, and that's an outright victory for 6 harpies. We're going to accept that. Quiet Eye the Dragon, interesting. I wonder what that's going to give us up north. Dragon Vault. Oh, there is a dragon here. I didn't think that there would be. For 1,800 gold, sure, why not? And then let's actually have Isra grab all the forces, switch the artifacts, grab the labyrinth, fight the guards, win, get wraiths back, and we actually can even pull those forces into the army. We're going to have... Is Sandro going to get attacked by somebody out of the darkness? I can't guarantee that the answer is no. So for that reason, we're going to have him go back and do this less than ideal swap. Because you can't guarantee that he's not going to get attacked. Feels bad when you have to play the game like that, where you're just like, well, I have to assume the worst. But it makes you a better Heroes Might Magic player when you do recognize that sometimes it just makes sense to stay alive where you can and die where you know you ought not to. We're gonna pay for the black dragons. We need 8,000 gold. We need 8,000 gold. There's nothing for it. You need 8,000 gold. I better give you 8,000 gold. Hold on. We do have... No, we don't have the resource silo, but we do have marketplaces everywhere. Okay. It just felt like I wasn't trading at as good of a clip as I would have liked. Let's go to here, and then just with the rest of this, we're going to make it crystal for the win. 2 black dragons. And I could stay in the castle and try and defend. It's castle. This is a castle with a capital. The enemy is going to take a lot of losses. They're going to take a lot of losses. I think we're just going to stay with Vitamina. She's going to lose. We know that. But at least the enemies aren't going to just steal some black dragons from us. Septinia, I think if I just cast nothing. If I cast nothing, then she'll stay alive. It wasn't true. We've had a lot of these weird ones. Shiva? 120 spell point Shiva? She must have no spell points. Let's see if we can fight this any better. She's got 10. You got 10 spell points. I don't really know how I fight this fight much better, though. I mean, the castle is doing serious damage. Like, serious damage. We have no defense, though, other than just what's here. The rocks aren't going to do a ton of damage. The Pegasi aren't going to do a ton of damage. You've got to go through this, unless your Cyclops can all bust through the wall. I think I... Oh boy, 60 points of damage. $60 points of damage. You can weakness. You can curse. I think that it makes sense for the enemy to attack castle walls with both Cyclops stacks. Killing a Cyclops stack is good, but then you're going to get swallowed up by all these other forces. And so I think that you just want to wait on the Black Dragons. That's 600 hit points of Black Dragons. It's going to be really tough to kill. Really tough to kill. And it's going to bust down your wall quicker, but I don't think that these forces inside are really what you need. And do we want to get damage off now? I mean, maybe a curse? On who? 3 rocks? No. Pegasi? Not for the cost and spell points. Not when you could just be doing lightning bolts, 3 of them. Yeah, the magic dampener from these Pegasi is actually a struggle. Look at how costly these spells are. I don't know. I think that I know for sure we win this fight. Does a lightning bolt or any amount of spells actually help this fight go better? Do you just accept these losses? No, because I can do this way better than losing 2 Black Dragons. Like, for sure. Like, for sure. Let's start working on the behemoths. They can do the most blunt force trauma. Rocks are being silly. Okay. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I want Walking Dead to take this first retaliation. Yeah, Walking Dead are gonna take the retaliation of the rocks. Dragons are gonna step up and kill them. I guess the skeletons then are gonna attack the Pegasi. This can give everybody else room to go and jump on the Pegasi. Everybody that can reach anyway. There's some damage. There's more damage. And there's a wallop. Wow. Perfect. Pretty bad. But of all the rounds for that to happen, it was this one. Unless they get the gate here. They do not get the gate, and so as bad as it is to lose a Black Dragon turn, you still have 600 hit points worth of Black Dragon. I've seen worse. I'm not saying that that's good, but I have seen worse. Let's help out with the Cyclops. I don't know. 30 points of damage, 48 health. Do you want to waste 1 lightning bolt? It's not really a waste. It prevents the towers from fighting in a way that you don't want them to. 4 troglodytes take the retaliation. 46 get a nice hit off. Down to 2. That was the best bloodlust I've ever seen in my life. Bar none. I wish that my main tower would not kill the Pegasi there. I don't know. It's little things like that that bother me. 16 spell points. If I save all the rest of my spell points, I'm actually going to be doing much better than I otherwise would have been. I think that I'm just going to put Black Dragons in the corner. Keep the Black Dragons alive for the next fight. Keep them alive for the next fight. Lose everybody else. I don't care. But use your castle to your advantage. They've broken through, my lord, and the behemoths are too far away. We're going to defend. And defend? No, we're going to go to the far corner and make these creatures make a decision. Going for the troglodytes. Interesting. I don't think that's a good decision on your part. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, though. Okay, nobody else can reach us, so we might as well pick off centaurs while we can. Boop. And I just realized, hold on, like the castle walls repair themselves before the next fight this turn, right? I don't actually know the answer to that. The answer has to be yes, though, right? Like, this upcoming fight, I'm going to still have my left turret, right turret, and main building. Right? We got 229 hit points to play with. Let's get a good shot off on these Ogre Magi. 10 down to 8. Wow, they're tough. They are tougher than I thought. I don't want to lose a black dragon. And the turrets are still active. 47 hit points remaining. Let's go and kill... How much damage has this ballista been doing? Ballista does 3 damage. Okay. There's no sense in trying to kill the catapult. It's too much. The ballista just did 27 damage that time? Okay. Maybe it is better to attack the Ogre Magi. We're going to lose a dragon, aren't we? Because I can't kill the ballista here. It's too much damage. Okay. Yeah, I think it is what it is. One black dragon goes down. And now, if I come into this next fight with only one black dragon and no defenders on this turret, these turrets, I'm going to be pretty upset. This actually means I should probably run in this upcoming fight or surrender out if they'll let me. They probably won't, will they? Basic wisdom. She's a good hero. She's a good hero. My battle result? No. I gotta see this. Okay, I do get my left turret, right turret. That's fine. 5 out of 100 spell points. I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna run in circles. I'm gonna make you hate me. I'm gonna make you hate me so bad. I can't win, but I can hold on to the very end. And so I shall. Let's defend. Yes. Okay. We're going to end up cursing the rocks, it looks like, because they're going to get in here pretty quickly. I don't care about the damage from liches or cyclops. Cyclopes, excuse me. We are going to curse here just in case. For some reason, the black dragons lose their turn due to poor morale. And let the castle work. Yeah, they're doing 25 points of damage per turn. That's fine. We're defending, still defending. 111 damage. Yeah, that's too much, though. 119 hit points left. We're going to go in the corner with these skeletons, and maybe we stay alive for one more turn. And we don't have to run just as quickly. That's my hope. 115 there. Lightning bolt for 110 points of damage. If I kill one Cyclops, if I kill maybe one rock, and if I just defend... Do I survive? I just can't lose the skeletons. I don't want to give all those artifacts over. Let's play risky. Okay, dragon goes down, but we do get the opportunity to escape. Oh wait, no, they're not going to let me surrender. Whoops. We get one more turn to do damage anyway. Oh well. These things do happen. Darn. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that was admirable anyway. It was the best we could have done. And remember, it's day 4, so we still have the chance anyway to go as far as we can back to that town and make sure our dragons are alive. We are attacked. We're attacked by orcs. 121. Okay, whatever. Run while they're blinded. That's so stupid. I love it. Gem mine. Do we actually want to stop for the gem mine? We have a gem mine somewhere. Don't need that one. Okay. Let's go back. Hit me, baby, one more time. As we pick up gold mines and such. And here's my thought process. Let's hold on to at least 2 out of the 3 castles. Let's try and get 3 castles on day 1 every single time. Let's hope that Jabarakas does not pick up a bunch of mana. And let's hope that we can just continue to deal with this onslaught. This could have been so much easier if I'd just been smarter. He's actually in the water. He's running. He's going somewhere else anyway. Maybe running is the wrong word, but he's doing something. That's fine. Did we pick up the Quiet Eye? We did. I'm going to keep it for the +1/+1. I don't know what I'd get from this Seer's Hut anyway. I don't think I really mind. I don't think it really hurts me to not find out just yet. We're going to go here because there's Dessa. This is going to help us stay away, stay a little safe. Oh, Tan has landed. And we do have a glorious victory. Lose 3 elves. Okay. Interesting. What an interesting map. Green's heroes have abandoned him and banished him from the land. Interesting map. So we've killed 2 of our enemies. Like, we've done good. Yeah, so we killed green and we killed blue. So there's tan, orange, and purple. We've seen purple for the first time over here. Yeah, I mean, we're not doing great, but we're not doing terrible. Yeah, Dessa's gone, so we're fine. Okay, whatever. And then Sandro is going to be able to pick up this this castle in time. Crystal doesn't matter. Let's go straight for the jugular and see what Jabarakas does. And he sails away, doesn't want to fight the 5 black dragons. I think that's a good decision on his part. I don't think it's really going to matter, though. Because I think at some point he's got to fight me. And when he tries to, he better have full spell points. Will the AI make sure that they commit to getting what he needs to be successful? I don't know. We're going to step in here and send Isra out to go grab these 1 and 2. Very nice. You can get both of those in one day. Crystal Caverns, Gem Pond. We'll pick all that up in a moment. And I don't know what Vay's going to do, and I don't think I really care. I think I do care about Alligar, though. No. No, my forces will survive that. Straker is going to go back. We're going to defend. And folks, once again, on day 1, we're going to have plenty of forces, plenty of time, plenty of energy. And actually, hold on. We got the treasury even, so with 19,000 gold in the treasury, that's worthwhile to me as well. Sweet. No. Our forces suffer bitter defeat. If I'd seen Elleshar, I would have purchased a hero. Let's see. This is a loss, but it's a lot closer than he'd like for it to be. The 4 attack. Yeah, if we had 1 hero in here, the Thunderbirds are going to be a real problem. They can't get over the wall in one go, though. You've already cast your spell. Let's wait. Yeah, let's wait on this. Everybody wait. Yeah, behemoths and dragons. Yeah, it's too much, but we can make it costly anyways. Maybe he's going to upgrade the dragons from green to gold. I actually don't think I'd like that. Yeah, for sure I wouldn't like that. Okay. Looks like I'm going to do damage to unicorns. Looks like I'm going to defend. And I don't know what to do here. 11 speed, 9 speed, 9 speed. Yeah, 11 speed. I don't know. I think I attack some Pegasi and then maybe threaten some Cyclops next turn. Sure, why not? 122 points of damage from the Thunderbirds. Ouch. That's why not. Ouch. Why not? Well, I would totally kill your ammo cart out of spite. Since I don't think I can, I'm just going to wait. Okay, I don't want to fight this fight anymore. I really don't, but I'm going to see it through. Thunderbirds, Pegasi. The reason I don't want to fight this fight is I know it's a loss, and I've been trying to make sure that if I can get through scenarios quickly, I try to. And again, this is not quick. This is a bit of a slog. Maybe a quicker start in the beginning would have prevented some loss, some time on the back end, but at this point it's crying over spilt milk. There's nothing you can really do at this point. It is what it is, but let's get full damage off with the dragon here. 43 points. We should be able to kill at least one of these green dragons. We do not. 11 points. Ooh. Oh no. 7 hit points left. 29 here. I might as well kill Thunderbird. Yeah, there we go. There's the damage we needed. One dragon does go down. And this was still fairly costly for the enemy. Not ideal for me, of course. Because, yeah, the enemy's going to pick up dragons. They're going to maybe make them gold dragons. But we'll see. The problem with this scenario is this. I need multiple strong heroes. And all I've really got is Sandro. That's really all I have. I've got I've got Gretchin. Gretchin. I've got Gretchin. For the fourth time, we're gonna pick up Gretchin because sure, why not? Hey, somebody built the artifact merchants for me. Hey, another shield of the yawning dead. That's pretty cool. Another amulet of the Undertaker. That's pretty cool. I don't really need any of these. I'm not gonna get them, but is it worth selling any artifacts? Do I have any artifacts to sell? I don't think so. Okay. The black dragon count is up to 7. Manticores are doing well. Minotaur Kings. Oh, good. We got a nice upgrade for the Minotaurs into Minotaur Kings. Good, good. And now I think it's gonna be Bone Dragons and Wraiths from here on out. Yeah. Yeah, we are getting stronger. We're just hopping around from point to point, moment to moment, doing the best we can, but we are getting somewhere with this. It feels like we're herding cats. It feels like we are nailing Jello to a tree, which if you've ever tried to nail Jello to a tree, which I have not, I've been told this. Like I was saying, I've never nailed Jello to a tree or tried to herd cats, but if I had, I'm sure that it would be the worst thing in the world. If you've ever tried that, you need to find a new hobby ASAP. Folks, my computer ran out of disk space, which is kind of a problem because that means that the rest of this playthrough just didn't happen. And that's not good enough. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick right back up where this recording left off. I'm going to splice these two videos together. Note that I beat most of this scenario before I realized that my computer ran out of disk space. Let me show you exactly how far I got. Okay. If I go to here and I go to load game, here we are at month 2, week 4, day 1, right? That's where we're at. Yeah, I got much further than that. Much further than that. But as I tried to talk myself through the next couple of weeks and say, well, people aren't going to miss it too much, I realized that there's a lot of gameplay left to be played. So from this point, I did finish up the rest of this day, and now I'm going to just hit end turn and go from there. I didn't want to fight that previous battle one more time. I just want to go, and there's still lots of game left to be played. Let's see what happens. Do note that I'm playing this scenario a couple of days later. My shirt has obviously changed. I've cleared off some disk space. And so it's going to be maybe a little bit of a struggle for me to try to pick up right where I left off from. My general ideas and strategy, I think, are going to be a little bit missing, a little bit aloof, a little bit not nailed down, as it were. And that's okay. Because here's my goal. My goal is to get Gladeroot and hold on to Evernight and hold on to Dark Cloud. If I can hold on to these 3 castles, I'm going to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just know at this point that that is going to be a win for me. And are we the biggest, baddest, toughest guy around here? Not really, but we're confident that with Sandro leading the way with his 7 black dragons and his bone dragons, that he's okay. Like, he's gonna be fine. Ooh, we gotta get in this dragon vault. I feel like that was a pretty big deal for us in the previous playthrough. I say previous playthrough, in the recording that you didn't get to see. And so we're going to send Clavius down there now. It makes never mind to me whether or not it's him or somebody else, except he's got 350 gold per day, which is obviously worth it. And now my question is do I go straight for Gladeroot or do I go to defend Dark Cloud from this aggression from Purple? Purple is going to start being really big and scary. I do believe that we have to focus on our number 1 objective. We do have to get right on in to Gladeroot to get those dragons. Okay. That's going to be the end of month 2, week 4, day 2. Orange getting a little squirrely on us. And actually, they're rushing kind of into Tan's area, which is a little bit surprising as well. Airy is, well, he's not got much sense of self-preservation. Glorious victory. We're not going to bore ourselves with that. And note that the Wraith count, is it Wraiths or is it Yeah, it's wraiths. The wraith count is climbing. It's climbing quick. Drastically, if I do say so myself. And, I mean, what else can I say except, let's try and hope that we're the biggest and baddest, toughest guys. This is Jabarakas. He is part of the story elements of this scenario. He is always present in this scenario, much like Jeddite was. And it looks like this is not going to be too tough of a victory for us to deal with, but all the same, it's going to be really, really nice to take him out at least once. I think that we do so much damage to behemoths, and so I don't know if I want to blind them just to reduce damage. I could do a lot of things to them. I could disrupting ray. I think I'm going to do the blind just so that way they're going to retaliate with only 50% effectiveness. We kill 2, we take a little bit of damage. 50 damage is nothing. It's nothing. The rest of my troops are going to move forward because even though these troops are going to be very, very slow, I'm not going to worry about whether I hit them this turn or the beginning of next turn. Either way, it's not going to worry me. I do wonder if we're going to see a slow come out. We do have 5 spell points left on Jabarakas. He does have the 9 attack, 6 defense. No spells come out yet. 10 Harpy Hags go down to the 5 Cyclopes. 100 damage from the 3 Behemoths. They do perish. And there's the Dispel. Very interesting to see the Dispel, and very interesting that the Harpy Hags are the ones getting all the attention here. I did not expect that at all. The Hobgoblin sitting here is really good for them because it prevents me from doing the double hex attack onto the Cyclopes. I have to pick where I'm going to go. I think that the best thing I can do, let's see, 240 hit points versus 290 versus, oh, the rocks are easily the biggest hit point stack here. We don't waste any damage, 500 and so damage. That's great for me. Minotaurs are going to go there. I hope the Scorpicors can kill 76 goblins. They did okay. They didn't kill them all, but they did pretty okay. And I do have a couple of spells. We're going to see. I think I'm going to end up blinding the Cyclopes and trying to kill everybody else. I do want to keep this enemy from running if I possibly can help it. A couple more troops to go. Wraiths are going to be able to get into the Scorpicors. I think that they're going to have a better chance at killing the whole stack than anybody else. We do still have the Medusa that get to go. 1 single Hobgoblin remains, and that kind of hurts my feelings because if Jabarakas has first aid and he runs right here, aha, then I would have been sad. Unfortunately for him, he does not. And so, a glorious victory. He does not get to run. 26 of the Harpy Hags goes down. That feels awesome. And look at this. Ring of Vitality, Bowstring of the Unicorns Made, Bird of Perception, Dragonbone Greaves. This feels like a big deal. Even though I can't really use those artifacts because all my slots are tied up with the Armor of the Damned and the Cloak of the Undead King, it still feels good to pick those off of somebody else. I am going to trade out for the +1 on my health with the Ring of Vitality. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good. Let's do more of that. Okay. And then do we have any dragons here? We do. Gladius, your job is just to stay here and pick up pretty stuff. That's your job, including Minotaurs for that matter. I didn't see anybody that was a threat at this time. We're going to just hang steady. We're just going to wait and let good things happen. Let good things come to those who wait. We do want the +1, and this Cyclope stockpile. Oh, it's already been visited. Oh, that's right. We visited it by this point. And then the reason why it was covered up by the cover of darkness is because the enemies took Dark Cloud from us once, I do believe. That's the problem with trying to do this playthrough twice, is that I remember that nifty things happened. I remember that nifty things happened, but then I forget if those happened already or not. Folks, Gretchin is victorious, and thank goodness. We pick up the Dragon Wing Tabard. Our castle defenses did so much for us there. Let's pick up the basic offense, or the basic armor, so we're just a little bit tankier, and let's stay away from Zarfax. Let's stay away from anybody that means us harm. I totally lost track of that person. Isser's gonna hop in the boat. Uh-oh. I hopped right into the boat right as soon as an enemy wanted to attack me. Whoops. Do we have any spells? You got 1 magic arrow. Best make the use of it. The very best you can do. Okay. The strategy is Gladeroot with the green dragons. These losses feel acceptable. I'm not going to put us through that fight. 23 of the wraiths. Oh no, those are whites. We had space in our army, so unfortunately it's whites and not wraiths. That's actually a big deal. So if you have just regular necromancy, you might as well have the skeleton warriors, because then you get the free upgrade, right? In this case, I got the whites instead of the wraiths, simply because my hero had a place to put the new troops. That was not good. It's not what we wanted. What we do want is this. All of this. This is mine now. Including, unfortunately, this pretty close to 5th level mage guild. There's no point in upgrading it. We do have basic wisdom, but no better. And I'm very, very sad for that. Let's turn right back around. I do believe that we're going to hold on to this territory without too much issue. And let's make sure that we defend against purple. They do have a bit of a ferocious attack. We have to be fairly careful. I don't really know what's up here. I don't know if I've been up here, actually, or not. And let's just make sure we don't get sniped from some other area. Tan lands. Interesting. Tan has landed. Elleshar. Of course it's Elleshar. This time, though, well, it's day 5. That's day 5. We are going to be able to get over there. We could defeat Zarfax now. Day 5, day 6, day 7, day 1. I think we can get back in time. I think that we're going to play this risky. Take out this enemy now before it's too big of an issue. Like so. Pick up another 20 whites because I forgot to do something important. Whoops. We've already got the +1/+1. Oh, we didn't get the School of Magic. Never mind. We'll get that later. And I see no reason why we ought to lose unless we have to. Do we have to lose this area? Do we have to lose this fight? Hey, Shield of the Yawning Dead and the Amulet of the Undertaker. I don't think we can hold on to this. Let's give it a shot, though. I don't think I really care if Gretchin goes down. Do they have a spellbook? Nope. A little bit of a spellbook could help. And let's just try and survive for as long as we can against the onslaught. While Clavius explores. I didn't actually explore up here last time. A hill fort? That's interesting. Does that change my strategy? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It's not worth going through the Scorpicores in my opinion, so I'm not going to. Gerd is looking tough. Oh boy, Gerd is looking really tough. And before I do anything, I did forget, there is Ignatius here. Can Straker beat Ignatius? Possibly. This Dragon Vault is critically important. We're short the Mercury, but I will spend the time to purchase everyone. And I think I just go. Yeah, I think I just go. And fight him now? Perhaps not. Yeah, that might be asking a little too much. 19 gold left. We pretty much sold out to make sure that we didn't have any problems here, but I think that the black dragons are worth more than bone dragons at the moment anyway. So let's see if Elleshar can get all the way here. They cannot. And orange even ignores my other hero there. Interesting. The enemy has fled. Ignatius is going to go down. Let's fight this fight. This feels pretty big. 3 of the devils, 5 of the sultans. No, those are just a Efreet. And 4 of the Cyclops kings. I wonder if the kings are going to attack the wall or if they're just going to try and do damage. Ooh, undead spell. Was that holy word or holy shout? Oh, it's just destroy undead. Okay. End up doing a healthy bit of damage. 3 devils. I think this is another time where the blind is actually fairly useful. Unless I save the blind to try and prevent the enemy from running later. We're going to be able to collapse on the devils. That's not going to be a problem. I don't want to fly out into these other enemies. Let's just deal with the devils first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. 1 devil does go down. 1 bone dragon does go down. Wraiths are going to wait. And it is going to be the Cyclops trying to defeat the walls. Huh. I don't know what to think about that. 157 hit points left. And a couple of nobodies are just out here doing their best. Doing their best impression. Doing their best impression of a stone statue, figuring out where they should go and what they should do. Okay, I don't know if saving the spell points is actually the best thing at this point. I really don't know. I don't know. We're going to try and keep these power liches alive. The blind is not going to affect the Efreets because they're immune to fire. Don't care if I lose the dragon. I shouldn't say I don't care. Of course I care, but We've got worse things to deal with. We've got enough to deal with anyway. How about that? Let's see if we can do just enough damage to this devil. Barely. I think that was 1 or 2 hit points off from killing it. 3 hit points off. That's frustrating. But I've seen worse. How many times have you heard me say that? Oh, I've had worse. I've seen worse. The answer is actually fairly often. I often say that. And I often say that because it's true. So, thankfully, even though we are losing in every major statistical category here, the enemies do have only 3 spell points left. I think we have to be smart. I think that we have to blind the wyverns. I think that we just hold steady, try and do damage to everybody else. We know that they don't have a dispel because it's too few of spell points. I hope that the towers are going to work on these cyclopes. They're doing some demon farming. The enemy is doing the demon farming tactic. Who would have thought that Phixfox is the one that's way, way behind in the times? The AI knows all the special tricks and tips, and Phixfox is the one that's trying to play catch up here. Nifty. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if we can actually kill the demons with a retaliation in just a second. No. Unfortunate. We're going to lose one more turn, but the turn order is actually working with us and not against us at this point. This blind is going to last for one more turn. Should we break it now? If I break it now, then they are going to get their turn, but also I'm going to take half damage on this retaliation. Yeah. And if I attack this end of the wyverns, we're going to be doing just fine. And these Black Knights are really tough. Like, they're really tough, so I don't feel too bad about this. How many hit points on the Cyclopes? Kings, 5 left, so that's going to take 1 tower shot. It's basically us as Black Knights against the Wyverns. We win that fight all day, every day. Maybe if I wait, maybe the AI is going to lose track of how many hit points they have left. 22. One more Wyvern goes down. Cyclopes. Here, there, everywhere. One more time. I can't kill them. 55 to 111 damage. There is 140, 160 hit points. 159 hit points left. There's no way that the Power Liches are going to do that much. We are out of spell points. I say that we will just wait. They take their turn. Darn. And because of the artillery, which I guess I should have been keeping track of, Ignatius does get to run. The foul cur. How dare he? Although Straker as a Death Knight is now getting a little bit better. He's going to pick up the basic wisdom, and I do think that that's going to be fairly useful for him. Okay, Gerd has landed. Wow, everybody wants a piece of me. Everybody wants a piece of me. And we're going to hope that Isra can just explore the 7 seas to their heart's content. We went out of our way for this gold mine. This whole area is more or less secure from the enemy purple players. It's day 6. Day 7 into here. Oh no. Are we going to be just shy? Okay, here to there. No, we're going to be fine. We're going to get there just on day 1, like I hoped, like I planned. As if we've done it and been here before. Let's just see how much damage we can prevent the enemies from dealing with and carry on. There's plenty of freebies here. 7 speed, 7 speed. So we're going to pick up our ore and whatever else we can find. But still, secured the continent. And you run? Orange's heroes have abandoned him and he is banished from this land? That's a stark deviation from the previous playthrough. There was a huge army that we didn't have to deal with there. You had no choice. Why would you turn and run? I'm learning lots of new things about the Horn of the Abyss AI. Oh no, the Elleshar was tan. Gerd was orange. So why did okay, that one makes sense to run. And this one, this enemy Gerd could not have reached here anyway. Okay, I don't hate that as much as I did before, but still, it feels really weird to see the enemy bearing down on you and then change their minds at the very last second. Feels very strange indeed. There's one more purple player in here somewhere, I think. I keep losing track of my turn order. But that's okay. That's okay. It's not gonna hurt us too bad. So long as an enemy doesn't pop out of the darkness and take Gladeroot from us before we get a week's worth of dragons, then we've had worse things happen. I do remember that did happen last time, and I totally forgot. Thankfully, I think that we purchased everybody. So maybe that actually, I don't know, maybe that hurts the enemies more than it hurts me. This is interesting. Green Keymaster's tent, purple Keymaster's tent. I do remember that there's like, I think that this white Keymaster's tent is behind a black border gate up there somewhere. More than that, I can't say. It's my recollection is hazy, but just interesting. Well, with all of a sudden us being ahead on troops, I think it's okay to just really upgrade some of our forces. We are going to pick up Mercury slowly but surely. There's no more upgrades really left to make in a lot of these places, which feels good. Yeah, and so, again, we're holding on to the trifecta. So long as we have the trifecta, we're going to be okay. Let's see what's over here. It shouldn't be too big of a fight. 2 zombies, a little bit of experience, 2 skeletons. In order to travel through these dangerous lands, my envoy needs more backup. I hear 12 griffins are excellent guards. If you were to bring them to me, I would be deeply grateful. Nifty. On month 4, funny enough, because I got all the way to month 4 in the previous playthrough, it did end up being month of the griffin. And so if that happens again, I'm gonna lose my mind, because it shouldn't seem like that is what should happen again, but it might. But it might. And if it does, then maybe that's an opportunity for us to get griffins. Or maybe this is. These are the only griffins that are currently on the map. And so maybe you can get this final reward at the very end of the scenario. If you're lucky. Oh, what in the world? Green border. Whoa, hold on. What did we say? Where did we say this was? Here? What's our objective? Defeat all the enemies. So this is not necessary. But if you want to go the extra hard route and go through, I don't know, bone dragons and ghost dragons, you sure can. Maybe if you are lacking experience, maybe if you have expert wisdom, and there's like a 5th level mage guild in there, there could be some opportunities. There could be. We did have Elleshar land up here. Thankfully, there's no enemies. There's nothing to purchase there. He didn't just get stronger. He's just gonna have his back up against the wall and die a very heroic death. I'm gonna leave the whites, so that way, well, so long as I don't lose a stack, like a full stack of creatures, then we're gonna be able to just hang steady and get wraiths instead of whites. That's gonna be my hope. We're gonna see. And there has to be a, that's it. There's a cover of darkness up here. I feel like there's another cover of darkness in the underground, but I didn't really get to explore the underground in the previous playthrough. So, for all the things that I do know about the scenario at this point, there's so many more things I just don't know. I wonder if you can use undead to get experience from the sirens. That doesn't seem like that should work. Reason being is, why would the undead care? However, an eerie wailing song emanates from the sirens perched upon the rocks. Many of your crew fall under its spell and dive into the water where they drown. You are now wiser for the visit and gain 36 experience. Okay, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Remember, Isra had an army full of skeletons. You're telling me that skeletons fell under their spell. You're telling me that they dove into the water and they drowned. There's 2 major problems there. Then again, at least it was skeletons, and skeletons make sense because they used to be, I don't know, at least human-ish. I say ish. Don't really know what to really expect out of them. This feels like a big fight. With 7 dragons, we should absolutely obliterate these foes. Yeah. And because Elleshar does not get to run, I'm feeling extra special about my chances here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay, so the gold dragons do resist me, and that gives the ancient behemoths chance to get hasted. Very nifty. What if I just blinded your ancient behemoths? What do you do then? No, I'm asking, like what do you do then? What do you do after I kill your gold dragons and you don't get to go first? What then? Decisions. Okay, the bad morale rears its ugly head. And the gold dragons do go down in a major way. Retaliation kills 8 of the silver pegasi. I guess Elleshar with his 4 attack, 2 defense is a little bit tougher than I originally anticipated. I actually wonder if getting rid of the ammo cart's useful. If we could right now, we would, but we can only do up to 58 damage, so we're going to ignore that opportunity for now. Ooh. Always nice to see the gate come down. Feel like another blind is actually the ticket here. I wonder if I can wipe the enemy before they get the chance to... Oh wait, they're in a castle. They have no chances. You have no power here. Haha. I did set myself up for a flame breath attack. Let's change that now. And the 4 behemoths actually are doing some damage. I underestimated them, especially with the anti-magic. That removed the weakness. That removed the everything. Everything that the Armor of the Damned gives me. Yeah, that's gone now. So should have focused on the ancient behemoths a little bit more. 141 wraiths. They should take a chunk out of you, though. They do. Yeah, and they do. Unicorns, centaur, and it is going to be wraiths that we raise here because I don't think that we're going to have any problems finishing off this scenario. We can't... Let's see. How do I do this? I can't kill the behemoths in one shot unless I got good morale. And I've actually got negative morale, so it can't be. Let's just do it like this. Let's try and stay away from a place where we can double hex attack ourselves. Behemoth goes down. Did we end up losing one more dragon? Did we? Yeah, we did lose more black dragons than we should have in this fight. If I just accepted the auto combat, I think that we wouldn't have had any problems, but oh well. Oh well. Elleshar goes down. Charm mana, Mystic Orb of mana, and we're back to wraiths instead of whites. I don't think that 22 wraiths are better than 2 black dragons. No. No, not better at all. Okay. In the previous scenario, I played very cautious. In most of these scenarios, you're going to find me playing cautious. And the reason is because if I lose, I treat these as a one shot and a loss is just a loss, and that feels bad. But I'm feeling much more confident than I usually am simply because of the experience I have in this scenario. And so I'm going to try and play this a little bit faster than usual. The battle-scarred instructor of the School of War grunts as you walk past. For a fee of 1,000 gold, he can teach you your choice of new attack or defense skills. And that includes maybe, I don't know, maybe leaving Straker here to mount the successful defense. It's day 5. Let's head north with Sandro because he's still really tough. 5 black dragons should be fairly tough. And I'm actually considering, does Gladius go north or does he go up this tunnel? I really didn't get up that tunnel much, but the 2 dragons are too good to potentially turn away these purple invaders. Khalid, Ash, yeah, you definitely want to consolidate your forces, I think. And so that's what we're going to do. Sandro can have all the fun he wants out there, but if we lose our hometown, what then? I ask you. And so, again, day 6, almost up to a new week. Another hero can pick up these other freebies. Oh, I did not realize that we couldn't get around here. Looks like we're going to go sailing. Yep, we're going to go sailing. Since I'm here, let's hire one hero, Aislinn. I always like Aislinn. Erathian Crusaders can strike 2 blows in the time that a normal swordsman can strike once. Very good. I won't forget it. In fact, usually you don't forget it. After it's already happened once or twice, you usually just remember that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, Aiden's back? That's the problem. I don't remember if Aiden is back or if I've never defeated him before. I don't recall him being too terribly difficult to handle. I don't remember what's up here. Let's just plan on landing fairly quickly. Let's go into the boat with Sandro. Pick up our 1,000 gold here today. Okay. And then here's going to be this final swap. And then Clavius can head up through the tunnels with the 1 bone dragon and the 3 enemies, the 3 minotaurs that he's able to pick up and take. Oh, an enemy has landed there at the purple tent. I don't recall if that's going to be significant or not. I'm guessing not, hoping not. Seer's Hut, sure, why not? And then Sandro being in the boat. We don't want to go through the whirlpool. Do we want to land? Land? Do we want to land? I land, you land, we land. We might be able to reach him through this little marshy swamp. Pathfinding would be super terrific here. I don't think we're gonna get so lucky. Let's actually consider, is one bone dragon enough to defeat a pack of dragonflies? Depends on the spells. They're gonna get the first shot. And then you stone skin. Best bring the minotaurs along just in case. Okay, but it's a new week, and we do have the opportunity to purchase the dragon vault. With what mercury, you say? This mercury. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, folks. And let's get all these dragons into ghost dragons. A little bit more mercury just so that way we can actually make that trade happen. Mercury here. Mercury here. Full purchases. And send it. Not enough room. Because there's never enough room. There's never enough room. Oh, Dread Knights, Black Knights? Sweet. Good upgrade there. Okay. And this force is tough. Straker is a force to be reckoned with. He's terrifying in all the right ways. Let's have him expel the invaders from our lands. Should we go out and attack them, or should we let them come closer to us? I think we're just going to wait right here. And if they go south, we'll nab them. If they go north, we will nab them. Either way, we're going to be fine. Acelin is going to not buy a boat, but I did flag that for whatever reason. And Gretchin's just waiting. I don't think that you get any bonus for having more shipyards. Like, you flag it, but I don't think that there's any bonuses. If there is, I'm going to be mightily surprised. It's not like a lighthouse where you get to travel further by land or sea or something like that. So, okay. Purple Keymaster's Tent, brown or tan also has that. This might be the end of tan? Maybe? 4 Scorpicores. This doesn't look like too big of a fight. 28 Wraiths. And not enough movement points to get back into the boat. I don't think that the Crusaders... I thought that they weren't guarding something. Oh my goodness, look at this. Titan's Gladius? I did not realize that they were guarding anything. We're going to go pick that up. You better believe it. Oh, but it'd be good for a secondary hero, not a primary hero. If for no other reason than we keep that Titan's Gladius away from the enemies, that's going to be worth our time. Absolutely. So we are going to grab that, and we will give it to Straker, and he's going to be the scariest guy you ever saw. Before we do anything else, let's actually bring Black Dragons up to the front. Are we missing something? No, you just get 2 dragons a week. That's it. All right. 2 dragons a week it is. And everybody else is going to stay to defend just in case we have enemies come by sea. There's 1,000 gold per day I'm missing out on there. Not good. And still staying steady, Straker is. Like a stone statue. Why did I say that 2 times in a matter of 10 minutes? I don't know. Long ago, powerful wizards were able to create magical artifacts, but time has caused us to forget how to make new items. I would like to learn these techniques for myself. Didn't we already read this? But I need one of these artifacts first to see how it was done. If you could bring me the Clover of Fortune, you would be well regarded. I thought it was this area over there, and I think I actually still have that, Quiet Eye of the Dragon. We are going to want to get that back at some point. Crusaders are free experience. We don't need it. They are free wraiths. Let's do that. Have you noticed that Phixfox tries his best to be upbeat and cavalier about every little thing that happens? Oh, my perfect plan didn't work out. Huh, well that's fine. We're just going to do this instead. It's going to work out just as fine. I wish I could say that I was happy-go-lucky in every aspect of my life. There's days when I am not feeling chipper. No, there's days when I'm certainly not feeling chipper at all. But I'm really grateful for good people around me that help buoy me up when I am feeling low. And I'm glad that when my glass is able to be seen as half full, that my day just goes much, much better. If only I'll choose to have a good day. I don't know. That's maybe up for discussion. Can you decide to have a good day? If you're having a bad day, can you just make a decision and choose for things to change? I suppose that that's up to every individual person to decide for themselves. how they want to approach life or how they think they can approach life, but I think it's fair to say. I think it's fair to say that if you're having a bad day, you can just choose. You can just choose to have a better day. A Titan stops you and says, "Pay me 5,000 gold, or I shall slay you where you stand." You refuse. The Titan grabs the sword hanging from its belt, but you duck between its legs. He is so surprised by this maneuver that he trips, falling on his sword and killing himself instantly. That's plus 12 attack, but it does reduce our defense by 3. Still, I am definitely going to give this to Straker. He's going to be happy for it. And I don't think you can have negative defense anyway. So, sure. Why not? Why not? Okay. Dragons are heading in this direction. Just to see what's over there. I do want this gold mine. I really want this gold mine. But first things first. I guess it can be Aislinn that goes in that direction. Picks up the gold mine. And then we're still ready for Khaled. I don't think he can reach. Can he? Just in case he can reach, we're going to split our forces like this. For some reason, I feel like the enemy is sooner rather than later going to try some desperation full court heaves to try and win a game. That's a basketball term for you. Full court heave is trying to shoot a basket from the full length of the court, like 96 feet away or something crazy. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And for some reason in the previous playthrough, Purple absolutely started to throw haymakers. Great. Now I'm mixing basketball and boxing. They really started to push the ice with their brooms. Great. Now I'm mixing curling. What? Your forces suffer bitter defeat. Gladius abandons your cause. What am I up against here? 121 orcs? Yeah, this bone dragon has no chance. Do I have forgetfulness? I got blind. Tell you what, blind's gonna last for 2 turns. That's our best bet, just so that way we can close the gap. We still totally lose. There's no win here, but at least we're gonna give ourselves a chance to press into the enemies here. Let's do damage. Take the retaliation. 5 orcs. 5. Okay, there you go. Yeah, and then the bone dragon is gonna get 2 shots off. 1, and with no more spell points, here's the second. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's worth gold. 350 gold per day for Gladius. So it cost us a bone dragon. Okay, that sucks. But at least we know that nobody's going to come this direction, because I can't be the only one that triggers that special event, right? Right. If I trigger it, but the enemy does not, I'm going to be a little bit upset. I do want this Alchemist Lab. Straker is going to pull that sword from Sandro. Khaled, he more or less ran in the wrong direction. Let's just go to here. It's going to hedge our bets a little bit. It's going to make it easier for Sandro to do the nice handoff. Yeah, okay. See, glass half full. Phixfox is going to just look at that as an opportunity for me to let the enemies have a little bit of a moral victory before I come back and step on their throats. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, all these artifacts are instantly making us super good. This is a great secondary hero all of a sudden. Oh my goodness, what a good secondary hero Straker's become. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the home front anymore. We're going to take these dragons. We're going to take 7 with us. He can keep all the undead troops, and I mean all the undead troops. The bone dragons aren't worth the morale penalty, but the wraiths are. And for that reason, we're going to take the 5 ghost dragons over the bone dragons. Yeah, the wraiths are too good with Sandro. Too good. And the effects from the armor of the damned and from the cloak of the undead king are still way better than these artifacts. But I gotta tell you, 15 attack, 1 defense on Straker looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Okay. Well, we're gonna upgrade dragons as soon as we get a little bit more mercury. It's day 6. I think we got a little bit of time. But rather than go in this direction, let's just, I don't know. Let's just go for this +1 and then up the sandy beach. I think last time I went by boat. This feels just as good. Not better, but it feels just as good. Oh, and then we can get the Seer's Hut. So it'll work out. We're going to be thorough. We're going to be thorough and fast and hope that the enemies don't accost us by sea. Remember the old saying, 2 if by land, 2 if by sea. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea? Great, now I gotta look that up. Okay. For those of you who don't know, 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. That, of course, was Paul Revere. So he arranged it to have the signal lit in the Old North Church, 1 lantern if the British were coming by land, and 2 lanterns if they were coming by sea. So the Midnight Rite of Paul Revere is a big American turning point, because if Paul Revere had not let the armies know of the impending attack, then the militias and the citizens could not have been organized, and the Revolutionary War for America's independence would have ended before it had even really started. So, kind of a big deal. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. The tingle of magic fills the air of this school of mystical arts. An acolyte offers to sign you up for the next class for 1,000 gold. You will have your choice in increasing your knowledge or learning to better focus your powers. I think that spell power is actually not too bad here. 7 knowledge is not a lot, but it's enough. It's not a lot, but it's enough. I love the argument of which is better, power or knowledge. In this case, we're going to go with knowledge only when the power... No, excuse me. We're going to go with the power only when the knowledge is already sufficient. And I think that at least 7+ knowledge at this stage in the game is fine. It's fine. Okay. Sultan growth is up. Ash is chasing us. We cannot get through here. You're kidding me. We got to go all the way around? Huh. Hey, Isra is dead in the water. Or excuse me, Isra is dead on land. How about that? Pretty sad. Bit sad, isn't it? Bit sad. Straker is ready to go. Ready to dominate. Oh, nifty. We did not purchase the skeletons, and that's fine by me. I am going to trade for the mercury necessary here. Oh, I never rehired Gladius. Whoops. It's not worth 350 gold per day if you don't get the gold. But we are going to have some time to go south. If this enemy turns around, we're going to have to turn back, but until that time, I won't worry about it too much. We have 1 good, solid meteor shower. Let's stay alive. Seems no sense in dying needlessly. Remember that we do have black dragons sitting and waiting. Remember, we do have gold dragons sitting and waiting, but the gold dragons are, it looks like, very quickly going to be in a fight for their lives. Let's play Ring Around the Rosie. And let's head north. Oh, wait, nope. We gotta pick this up first. Ah, man, my movement is a little bit off. Trying to do too much, trying to go a little too quick. Straker's gonna come on up. And we're gonna hop on this Den of Thieves. This old acquaintance is gonna fill us in. It indicates to me that my Kingdom Army strength is #1. And that's all I need to know. We should truly roll from this point forward. No need to be shy. No need to be shy. Ugh. Well, that's embarrassing. Long ago, powerful wizards were able to create magical artifacts, but time has caused us to forget how to make new items. I'd like to learn these techniques for myself. I thought that this was actually... Oh, it's here. It's the Quiet Eye of the Dragon. Why do you need the Sentinel Shield? I mean, we picked up the Gladius. What in the world? And this one wants griffins? I don't know anymore. It's all a big nothing burger to me. I don't know what anything is anymore. Okay. But I do know that this is bad. Obviously, if for no other reason than that cost us some dragons. Critical error. Cover of Darkness doesn't actually impact our enemy forces, but it does make me feel good to feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. And we're going to run through the desert. It's going to be much slower, but maybe the enemy is slower than us. But I doubt it. Okay. And we do lose Isra. They bought us some time anyway. Whites go down. I'm sure that Pyre's tough. 5, 11, 4, and a couple. Yeah, a little bit tough there. So let's pick up this +2 knowledge from the Quiet Eye of the Dragon. We'll kill Khalid. And then let's make sure that we don't mess around. We will kind of do a pincer attack on our enemies to the center and go from there. I think that this Redwood Observatory is kind of useful if we can get there before we're destroyed. Close, but we do make it all the way there. Good. Very good. And then because purple is going this direction, the pincer attack is going to work even better than anticipated. Bone Dragon to Ghost Dragon. And up we go. Redwood Observatory. And now we do see, for the first time, this white Keymaster's tent and this black border guard. Here's another subterranean gate. Zyron's coming up. Melodia's not too tough. I don't really want to fight her, though. I think that I have no choice. Aislinn, this is the end, my friend. It's been real. It's been fun. You better do tons of damage. That's not enough damage. Not enough damage. Let's see if we can get the enemies to bump up just a little bit. Their speed is all over the place. There's no way we're going to get a good... Well, maybe right there. Is that close enough? No. The enemy knows what they're doing. Great, but they want to bait me into doing 50% reduced damage and 20% chance of ignoring damage. We did something anyway. There's our one spell. We're going to defend one more time. Maybe we do have Magic Arrow for 4 magic points. If so, we're going to feel okay. Nope. And because Aislinn was a good hero, a good champion of our forces, we will let them go. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know. I mean, clearly purple and tan are not enemies. And of course that's a little bit sad, but I don't know. I don't think that they're working in tandem very well. Rarely do I actually find enemies working in tandem. Jeez, nobody's got good morale. Generally, enemy forces, they just kind of fail at supporting each other. Like if all the enemies came in my direction all at once and tried to attack my main castle, I think that they would just straight up win every time, right? I think that they would just straight up win every time, but they always struggle to marshal their forces, and that's a good thing for me. It would be unfair if the game just had that crazy advantage from the get-go. But then again, there are some times where I almost could promise you that the AI does know what, you know, purple is going to do or what tan's going to do, and so on and so forth. It can't possibly be, but I always wonder. Let's see. Gold Dragons, they've already gone. They just went. I think that we are going to blind the Ancient Behemoths. We're going to sit on these Gold Dragons right now. Whoa. We took some damage there and there. But all we got to do is just kill your toughest guy each and every time. And then, so what to do here? I want the enemies to not be able to run. Let's see, that's going to be bad positioning for me. I guess I cannot kill all the unicorns. Yeah. If we're not going to kill them all, then we don't have to worry too much. Oh, and let's just bring down their toughest guy that's not slowed. That seems like a good time to me. Ooh. Thunderbird's getting a full shot off. Okay, I see you. I think we're going to cast one more blind. Keep the blinds active. And try and just take care of business here before things get too dicey. One Thunderbird. Well, 5 Thunderbirds. Yeah, never mind. That was a little bit... Oh, we did get him! That was some crazy damage at the end. I thought we were totally not going to get the chance to prevent the enemy from running in this fight. Now, if Pyre has... Oh, she's got ballistics, doesn't she? She has to have artillery. I can almost guarantee you she has artillery. Yeah, 2 shots. She's got artillery, and she chose not to run. Well, I think that was a mistake on your part. Not gonna lie, I think that was a mistake on your part. Gotta be careful with this. Gotta be careful with where the behemoths get their chance to go at. They're gonna be 4 speed, so it doesn't really matter if I wake them up now or not. In 21, I think that all these creatures can kill the elves, the Medusa, and the Minotaurs. So let's just do it like this. Down to, geez, there's still 5 behemoths. Oh my gosh. They're just a little big and scary. Just a little big and scary. Oh, that's actually big. What a big aging attack that was. That was massive. Wraiths are going to come down. They're going to deal so much damage to the behemoths. That means that the Scorpicores are going to go up. Whoop. And can we do it? Oh, we should have cast Disrupting Ray. I wasn't sure if I'd need another blind. Let's do it now. Half health and the Disrupting Ray. Boom. Can we please do 100 damage? We can please do 100 damage. These losses are fantastic. The enemy has run. Spellbinder's Hat. I don't know why we have a Spellbinder's Hat, but you better believe I'm going to take that. Maybe this was the rope-a-dope I've mentioned before. Speaking of boxing, I've mentioned the different ways that we can trick our enemy into believing that we're weak and really we're strong. And maybe this is one of them. Maybe we just pulled the rope-a-dope where we're like, oh, we're really hurt. And as they come in to deliver a killing blow, we just take their Spellbinder's Hat. Sure, why not? It seems like a good strategy. Very difficult to pull off well, I'm sure. Okay. I think that we've taken this back here with Gladeroot. I am going to give Straker the chance to do this on his own. If he can do it on his own, I'm going to know that he is the man. Okay, Straker's the man. 3 of the dragons lost, though I would prefer not to lose any. I don't think that's going to happen, but I prefer to lose none. Okay, we at least did something. And then main enemy forces here. Dendroids. Jeez. Okay, we're going to wait on the ghost dragons. We're going to come out in a moment to play. Going to lose some damage here. Unless we go kill these sultans now. Can I do 180 points of damage with a spell? Ooh, close. Very close, but it's not going to be enough. Wait, do you take bonus damage? No, they don't take bonus damage to anything. So I'm just going to let the liches have a fun time eating another fire shield. That seems like the very best thing I can do. Oh, wait. Vampire Lords? They did get the shot before I thought that they would. Very nice. Okay. And this is weird when I see one single Centaur and then one single Pegasi, because I'm trying to end the fight as quickly and as abruptly as I can. I don't want to have to drag this thing out any longer than I have to. Oh, that aging attack is so good. If you weren't aware, again, the aging attack reduces the enemy's hit points by half. So it's pretty, I don't want to say it's great, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see. Into the fight we go. As quickly as possible. As fast as I can. The power liches might as well do damage while they can, because I don't want them to do AoE damage to my own troops. But unfortunately, I think that they will. I could really go for an Animate Dead, by the way. I don't think I've seen Animate Dead, but I could really go for Animate Dead in Mage Guild. If I pull off with the Ghost Dragons, are they going to survive? Let's see if they will. Let's just see. Let's see if we wait. Will the enemies come out, or are they going to just stay behind and do nothing? Yeah, okay. That means that we're going to go in with the Vampire Lords and let them do a ton of healing. Just try and drain tank our enemies here. I will lose zombies all day if it saves one Ghost Dragon. I will absolutely lose everybody but the Ghost Dragons if at all possible. I might have them come in to finish this fight off. Gonna take some damage on the Dread Knights. That's okay. Moving everybody to the top so the Dread Knights can get in next turn. Drain tank away, my friends. Drain tank away. And we're gonna skip one more time with the Ghost Dragons. Nobody attacks the Ghost Dragons. We're gonna wait so they can get one more shot in. Oh, did I miss? Oh, geez. I thought that I had lined up perfectly. I lined up in the wrong slot. Oh, never mind. I thought that we really need more than just some Vampire Lords. I guess if you have 15 attack skill, You don't really need the whole force. You just need to rough them up a tiny bit. Ah, good to be home. Back in Gladeroot. This is my land, chump. Get out of here. Okay. And somebody else can go get the gold mine. We picked up even this Yvette the Seer for the +2 knowledge. There's nothing here. Just gotta go. Just have to go. Here on day 7. My defenses will hold, even against this aggression via the sea. In fact, I might even wait to spring my trap. I might not purchase any heroes or any troops until it's almost too late, and then go forth and backstab them. This Tormina, I think somebody else can come grab this. Let's go deep into the enemy's territory. Let's try and root out evil wherever we find it. Weird of me, playing as Sandro, to be talking about evil as if I am a force for good and the evil is on the horizon somewhere to be seen. Interesting. White border guard. That has been cleared out. Huh. I think that changes my strategy. Yeah, I think that absolutely changes my strategy. We're going to go do that. I'm going to send Straker back. It's only a couple of pack of griffins. Somebody else can grab that. Let's actually have a new hero go forth. Gladius, the man is back. I think that there's a very limited selection of heroes that you can have in this scenario. And what I mean by that is that I think that we're seeing him again. I think we've seen Gretchin again, because you're not supposed to have a whole lot of options here as Sandro. Thematically, you're supposed to have to make do with your Armor of the Damned. You're not supposed to be tactically doing wild and crazy things. You're supposed to more or less just hold on with your Armor of the Damned and overwhelm your enemies in that way. And this scenario is actually a good way of doing it. In the early game, it feels so bad. So bad to be surrounded by that desert and not know where to go and what to do. But now that that feeling has subsided and we're active on the map, we're picking up Keymaster's tent, looking into these enemies here, it feels just fine. I just realized the green tent leads down here, doesn't it? I think I do need Straker to go get that. There's 2 heroes here. I should be able to defeat both these enemies, and then I'll run back. That will sacrifice 2 boats. That'll be fine. And if I lose Clavius one more time to some hidden enemies in the swamp or something, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind. Yep. You better believe it. That is a very technical term, and it means that I will go bananas. And that's a technical term for saying I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah. Advanced Necromancy. Wonderful. Skeleton Warriors. Fantastic. The caretaker of this Keymaster's tent is happy to see you. Even though I didn't see all the other people leading up to this point, we now have a way in, and that feels excellent. Okay. So somebody got away. That was weird. I didn't expect somebody to get away, but they did. The enemy has fled. Do I care? For one ghost dragon, do I care? Nah. Skeletons it is. And since I'm here, I might as well take this town. These losses look acceptable. We're going to pick up the Wraiths, and we definitely want the +1 attack skill. Anytime we see a Barbarian castle, we have to step inside simply to pick up the attack skill. I think that this is a dead end. Let's go try to take out Ash. And let's even see if maybe she'll be a little silly and put herself in harm's way just to get a wandering hero, such as Mondor's self. Okay, one enemy hero backdoored. Purple, what? Did purple just fight Tan? What? In what world does this make sense? Have you ever been allied with somebody, like you're playing Hot Seat, and then you're able to share their castle like this? Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. That's weird. That freaks me out. I don't like that. Not one bit. 12 Wraiths. Don't tell me this is a tough fight. 9 Wraiths. And this one actually is a little bit of a tough fight. Oh, it's fine. 3 Scorpicores go down. 27 Wraiths. And feels like we've secured this area in the best way possible. Mondor is going to go back, clean out these freebies. This is an abandoned mine. He's going to figure out what that is in just a second. And then do I go underground? I don't think so. I think that all the major objectives are up above ground. This is not lost upon me. Aiden is just sitting here like a scary kind of guy. I am going to split my forces. I hope he thinks that he's tough enough to beat me, and I hope he finds out he's wrong. That's my hope anyway. Mystical Garden, 500 gold. And again, we do need to head south. Oh, Gretchin's even going to send dragons? No. Those are the defenders to make sure that we never lose Evernight. And so I'd love to have dragons to go take an enemy castle. But I think that Straker is going to be able to do it with dragons and the 15 attack skill. Okay, purple, purple, and purple. Let's, again, hope that they attack. And our economy, by the way, is doing really well. If you haven't noticed, 210,000 gold, 200k gold. It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. Maybe we're able to defeat Aiden. I don't want to completely abandon that position just in case we're not able to hold against him. And so we're going to rush in that direction of that castle just in case. But he might escape. He does. And even though it feels like we're wasting some time here on the home front, as we go into a defensive position, even though it feels like we're wasting some time, we're really not, because so long as Sandro is being active on the map, these defenders are doing their job. The defenders are doing the job of making sure that everything back at home stays a-okay. And nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. There's always this weird kind of push and pull as our forces suffer bitter defeat. We're going to fight this fight. There always is this push and pull of, do I go forth and try and win, or do I stay home and defend? And of course, you can't win if you never go out. Like, you have to eventually leave. But if you can do both at the same time, you're going to be feeling good. And that's really the position that we find ourselves in now. All of our forces are doing good. Really good? Nah. Pretty good? Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good's okay for me at this point. I'm just going to try and take out one full stack of the Archdevils. It seems like an okay idea. Skeletons are going to do more damage, I believe, than the Minotaur Kings. 90. Yeah, I think that they're going to do more damage than the 6 Minotaurs. And we do kill one of the Archmagi. Weird when the castle spreads its damage all over the place. I'm going to see if I can age the Ifrit. Do not get the chance. It was a good try. Worthwhile. And we're getting absolutely cooked here with very few spell points remaining. 30 points of damage. Let's just kill... Sure, one more of these guys. That was absolutely what we wanted to do. Let's switch targets over to the Ifrit. Because I don't think that it's very likely that we kill one more of the Archdevils. Okay. And this is the absolute worst enemy for everybody to crowd around and attack because of that fire shield. They're getting some real good value out of that fire shield. Let's see. One more chance to age. If we get this chance, then we might focus on the devils. We don't. Dragons go down. We're going to skip. And then find a way. Find a way to surround our enemies here. Exercise and futility? Sure, but fun all the same. Oh, this reminds me. So occasionally I like to put out a Heroes of Might and Magic 2 community post on YouTube. Maybe you've seen them. I ask things like, who's your favorite 4th tier creature? I ask things like, which is your favorite map? I got a whole bunch of fun, nifty ones. Let me actually... Hold on. Let me take a quick break. Let me just check out a few of them. Because occasionally I turn out like a pretty fun question. Not all the time, but occasionally. And the most recent one was nifty because I asked the question, what special ability would you like to be added to a Heroes of Might and Magic 2 unit? And right now, of all the different choices, there's 4 of them. It is 50% wants a reprint of the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 ability for the champions. In Heroes 3, of course, you get damage amplification based off of the number of hexes traveled. And so people would like to see that, with 50% of the vote coming in for the champions picking up a new charge ability. That is leading the polls. Nobody wants to see the Titans get more bonus damage with a Call Lightning on a melee attack. Yeah, nobody wants to see Titans get more damage. And then I thought it was nifty. I kind of included from the Cerberus the 3 hex attack for the Ogre Lords. I figured that if they had like a cleave attack and they could swing at a central target and then hit the 2 hexes around them in a concave, that would be pretty nifty. People have pointed out, though, that that would be kind of a big deal because, of course, the Barbarians in Heroes of Might and Magic 2 are very offensively geared. And so that would be a little bit of a problem if they are doing so much damage with their attack scaling, which I agree. Who said that? Who said that? Was it LaForme? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Maybe not. Okay. And then the 4th choice was Snakebite. So the 5-headed Hydra, of course they can attack all around them, but if they could only attack 1 unit, if there's only 1 unit in your peripheral or right in front of you, then that unit does not get bonus damage dealt against them. But however, they do get the opportunity to reduce damage, or rather resistances. Resistances get shredded when all the heads do damage, because of course 5 heads, how do you defend against that? You can't. So pretty fun little poll. I like when people participate in those. This last one's currently sitting at 84. Go check it out. It makes me happy when people think that it's a fun topic. From this point, I'm just going to hit Q. Yeah, 2 Arc Devils, 7 of the Ifrit, 23. Yeah, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. And purple, this guy feels empowered. He's like running away like, aha, can't catch me. And I'm like, dude, I hate your guts. Come back. Okay. Straker has a glorious victory. I think that these losses are acceptable. 2 Ghost Dragons goes down. Sure, why not? And I am going to purchase everybody. Bring them on in. Who are we? There we go. Bringing them in. And actually, where did Sandro's going? He's doing important Sandro things. Like absolutely destroying our enemies. 7 Wraiths goes down. 21 return. 4 Wraiths goes down, 9 returned. And let's take this castle of Hodor. Hodor? Hodor? Hold the door! Hodor! I never even watched Game of Thrones, and I still know that that is a sad movie. Or a sad part in the show. I'm not going to spoil it if you don't know what's happened. I'm the kind of person, I end up watching entire shows or entire movies on YouTube Shorts. Like, I've never seen Django Unchained, but I can tell you exactly what happens in that movie because I've seen pretty much every YouTube short on it. Same goes for the Marvel movie. What was it? Oh, it's like Wolverine and Deadpool. Yeah, I've basically seen the entire movie, even though I've only seen it through YouTube Shorts and never actually seen it in person at home or in the theaters. I've seen pretty much the whole show. And Game of Thrones, I feel like I know what happens just because I've seen so many YouTube Shorts. This place looks familiar. You have a hazy memory of bringing a beautiful maiden here several years back, and your thoughts are interrupted when one of your spies approaches. Sir, Lord Jabarakas knows you are in the area and is planning to kill you. He has, not forgotten you kidnapping his daughter and violating her. He has recruited a large army from another stronghold in the northeast and plans to attack you shortly. Did he make mention of the artifacts? You ask. No, sir. Well done. Dismissed. Sandra's a bad person, in case you didn't already know. Bad person. These losses look fine. The 1 Scorpion Core is a little bit of a surprise, but meh, not too bad. We definitely want the +1 attack skill, so we're going to lean on into here. It looks like they've purchased out this castle as well. And is this castle in any kind of danger? I don't think so, but because it's a border castle and I've got so much gold, I don't want to wait around and find out. Same goes with Gladeroot. Again, still so much gold. It's not going to hurt my feelings just to make sure that we're safe. This is empty. That's fine. Okay. With 6 Ghost Dragons, 18 Liches, 16 of the Dread Knights, 14 of the Wraiths, I think that this is going to be an army that can deal some damage. If I can't, and if we lose, then that's a huge loss because those are, number one, my deterrents for purple to do some fun things for me. And also, if it's close and I lose the Titan's Gladius, I'm going to feel really bad. Use the Queens. Nice pickup. We'll see if we can get them to the front. Whoa. Always kill heroes first. But speaking of watching YouTube shorts, I have found that as I've gotten older, there you see he's back because I have a limited champion pool to bring heroes from. I find that the older I get, the less likely I am to sit down for a full-length movie. Playing a video game for 4 hours, especially if it's got a good story, love it. One of the best things in the world. Sitting down to watch a movie, it feels almost painful. And I don't know what to make of that. Like, why is that? Like, what's going on there? Because I don't think that I like storytelling any less. In fact, I think I like it just as much or better than I ever have. I think that Heroes of Might and Magic and my love for the stories here, I think that that tells that story pretty well. But still, it's, you know? Because I used to enjoy watching movies. I would watch movies simply because I felt like certain movies were expected to be front and center. Like, oh, you should probably watch this movie as 10 players vanquished. You should probably watch, I don't know, The Godfather. You should probably watch, I don't know what other movies are in your top 10 movies of all time list, but, you know, watching shows just for the sake of saying that you've watched it. I don't know. I found that I did that actually an awful lot with books. I read Moby Dick. I read Little Women. I read those books simply because it felt like that was important as a young person to be very, very well read. And I mean, it was an accomplishment in finishing it. I'm sure that I turned out a better person because I did that. And maybe, I don't know. I think that literature and movies are very, very different mediums. I don't think that they're comparable at all. Oh my goodness. Well, looks like this is going to be super close. Oh my goodness, we have to fight this fight just because of how close it is. Like, strictly because this fight is so close, I think that we must fight this fight. Okay, 5 Bone Dragons, 12 Black Knights, 15 Liches, 41 Vampire Lords, 32 Whites, 62 Zombies, Skeletons. Let's see if we can take as little damage as possible. We immediately go through the gate there. And my plan is to try and prevent the enemy from doing massive amounts of damage to me. If I reduce damage received by hand-to-hand attacks, then my attack skill is going to carry the day and my 1 defense skill is not going to feel so silly. So Dread Knights and Ghost Dragons are going to be the recipients of the shield, and that should actually save me a lot of trouble. Should save me a lot of heartache. Working on the Vampire Lords. Taking some damage already. Let's see if we can bait anybody to come on out. There's 1. There's 2. Who else? Who else? There's 3. Good, good. A little bit of a healthy weight goes a long way. Let's not be impetuous. Let's be smart about our attacks. Let's use no retaliation against these no retaliation Vampire Lords. And then let's just kill this stack. 15 to 30 damage. Actually, I think that we want to get the damage off the Black Knights. Yeah, I think so. Black Knights it is. And then from here on out, I'm just going to try and snipe towers and things like that. So we're shielded here. Again, we're going to shield on the Knights. 13 left. And I think I can actually just hit end combat and we'll be fine. I'm going to focus in on Liches. And let's hope that we can do so much damage. 5 down to 13 of the Dragons. And Vampire Lords are going to prevent the Black Knights from retreating back into the castle. Yeah, that'll do. Damage wherever. As the great Shakira once said, whenever, wherever. And instantly, I have the song "Hips Don't Lie" running through my head, and that's not the vibe for Heroes of Might and Magic. I do have to wonder though, what has Shakira been doing for the last 15 years? Because I really like Shakira. Like, she does excellent music, excellent Latin and pop influences, and just quality stuff. But I don't think I've heard a lot about what she's been doing for the last however long. I have to wonder. Okay, this fight went way better, and I really blame the two shields. Two little shields went a long way towards this going much better. Vampire Lord's there. Also the wait function. I think that if we didn't wait, then the Ghost Dragons get collapsed on. The AI also does a poor job of trying to defeat this center portcullis in the gate. But if you take out that, then that makes a big difference. So before we ended with a couple of Power Liches and like 6 of the Black Knights, we saved at least 4 Ghost Dragons, at least 4 to 8 of the Knights, tons of Vampires. And for what? Wow. The presence of the... What? What? That is absolutely worth the struggle. What a great reward for being diligent with your Keymaster's Tents and your barriers. The presence of the Soul Prison increases weekly creature generation by 50%, provides your Empire with an additional 5,000 gold per day, and boosts the Necromancy skill of all allied heroes who possess this skill by 20%. If we weren't winning before, we're definitely winning now. Absolutely. Not to mention 7 Bone Dragons, 20 of the Dread Knights, etc., etc., etc. My word. Huh. The only thing that's sad about this is that we are broke. We are out of resources. We are out of gold. Okay, not out of resources anyway. Let's see if we can purchase all these skeletons. And I feel very, very strong. Cool. Alrighty. Well, that was worth the time and the effort. And so Straker's going to head back up, and Sandro is on a warpath. My word, this guy is unstoppable. It feels like. Maybe I should wait for reinforcements. Maybe I shall. A rustle comes from a bush alongside the road. You leap off your horse, sword in hand, to investigate. You peer into the bush for a moment, and then suddenly thrust your arm inside and pull out a man-sized, red-skinned creature. The pit fiend picks himself off the ground and dusts himself off. Who are you, and why have you been spying on us? You demand. The pit fiend looks at you and smirks. I am Shalongrog. I am here on orders from my brother from the northeast. And just who is your brother to order you to spy on me? My brother is the great Lord Jared, the pit fiend declares proudly. No doubt you have heard of him. His conquests are legendary. All tremble in his name. The pit fiend's arrogant smile vanishes as you burst out laughing. Jared? Yes, I know of him. Oh, I have heard that he is a 2-bit highwayman who leads a ragtag band of hedge thieves on miserable little raids. Legendary conquests? His laughable escapades are like the buzzing of a gnat that is barely worth the effort to swat. And you, Shalongrog, have the gall to try to intimidate me with such a pathetic reputation? Tell me, you sunburned toad, what does this laughing stock of a lord want with the great Sandro? I have orders to remain silent. Shalongrog stammers, at a loss for words. Never before has anyone dared to speak of his brother thus. Tell me your brother's plans, or I will have you quartered, one limb at a time. The pit fiend slouches and stares silently at the ground. You grab his horns and force him to look you in the eyes. You have been looking for Sandro, and now you have found him. Now tell me why your worm of a brother is interested in him. Shalongrog's eyes bulge and ears bleed under the immense pressure of your grip. You pull him close to your face. I will crush your skull like an eggshell if you don't answer my questions. You suddenly release the wretched demon, and he falls to the ground. You raise your foot and place it on top of his head. Wait, wait, the pit fiend sobs. I'll tell you what you want to know. When my brother learned that you had the artifacts, he ordered his troops to seize them from you at all costs. I was sent to get information on your numbers and movements. You pick up Shalongarog by the head again and look him in his terrified eyes. So your brother has plans to challenge me. Perhaps some of your people have courage in them. Perhaps they are not all like you, sheep to be slaughtered. With a quick twist of your wrist, Shalongrog's neck snaps loudly and he falls to the ground. Suddenly you hear a loud noise from all the bushes surrounding you. A large army attacks. Oh no. Oh yes. We don't need to lose one black dragon, so we just won't. In fact, I think that all we really need to do is just do one single... Where is it? Disrupting Ray. And then wait. And I think that these black dragons are going to not do as much damage as I thought that they would do. 53 hit points remaining? My word. I thought we'd do much better than that. Well, somebody was overconfident. We do lose a bone or a ghost dragon instead. I'm okay with that. We're going to skip and run and let everybody else deal with these guys because I don't want to deal with them. The wraiths, if nobody else, should be able to really do some terrible, terrible damage. 243 of them. Yeah, they kill all but one. And there it is. One ghost dragon, 34 more wraiths. I see no reason to believe that we shouldn't head forward, except Ash is right here. Let's fight this fight. 19 wraiths, no problem. 35 come back. And then I will pick up the +1 defense because we're doing just so well with that. I sure might as well. Was there somebody else? There's one more enemy here. Tracked them down and got them like a fish. And Gretchin, having the basic pathfinding, is getting through this terrain much better than Aiden is. Always lovely to see when it works in your favor. +1 defense, soon to be +1 on the knowledge. And then Clavius is just bringing up the rear. In fact, I'm going to have him be the advanced scout into the volcanic terrain. Straker is on his way up to the top. And soon, very soon, our enemies will know true pain. What was that? I'm not sure what Aiden just attacked. Oh, it must have been troglodytes. Seems all right to me. And that's not going to be enough to stop me there. So I will head north with many of these forces because it's almost a new week. I don't think that there's going to be enough really to stop me. Traveling by boat would make a ton of sense here. I won't worry my head too much. Garden of Revelation, +1 to the defense. Excuse me, +1 to the knowledge. And so our current stats, by the way, for Sandro here at the end of level 1 is really pretty good. He is 8 attack, 5 defense, 6 power, and 10 knowledge. I am thrilled with the way that we've built this guy. And we see exactly one purple player here. It's Ash again. And I think that tells me exactly where I need to go with Sandro. Rather than mess around up here, we're going to go put a lid on purple. I don't want to deal with him any longer. And unless there's something really important for me to go grab, because there's no more enemies on the map that I can see from turn to turn, I think that we just try to end the game. I wonder if I'm going to miss out on something nice. I mean, this Sentinel's shield, is it worth the time to go out of our way? Is there one more something in there? Tell you what, let's wait and find out. I am going to purchase everything here, make this impossible for Ash to take, and one more hero. One more hero. Out of the many that I have hired and lost, is going to push my enemies back. Okay. Oh, there is an underground that I completely forgot. Let's have... Oh, let's make it be Gretchin. Let's make Gretchin the new hero because they've got the pathfinding. Just in case, that might be important. Let's swap armies completely and then let's trade out zombies for black dragons. And that's it. Everybody else is good to stay up here with Straker. Yeah, and it'll be Gretchin that leads the forces underground. Ignatius is down there, so there may be some further enemies that we have not touched yet. And where to go, cannot say, I do not know. Okay, Aiden is here. Aiden is dead. Cliff of Gallantry, Wraiths, Gold. Gold is not useful at this time. And I will track down Ignatius if I can, before I head south. Okay. Straker's playing defensively just in case somebody comes out of the boats. Again, thank goodness for pathfinding. And this scenario is I believe completely wrapped up. I believe that I'm fairly on pace with how I finished it the first time. I didn't actually finish it the first time. This is the first time I've finished it, but I feel like I'm doing just as good or better. Expert Armorer, sure, why not? And Gretchin caps out at level 5. But I do wish I could find the Titan's Shield. I feel like that'd be useful. Oh, there's a +2 attack here. If this is the end, I'm going to miss out on at least +2 attack. Let's find out. And that's it, actually. So if I had been much more slow and cautious, I would have found out more about what was underground. I would have picked up the Colosseum for +2, call it probably +2 defense. So a little bit of a miss on my part, but we do get out of this scenario here on month 4, week 2, day 6. A little bit of a slog, definitely a longer video, but the early going was really, really touch and go there for a while. And by the time that we picked up here on the second day with Phixfox in a red shirt, we had pretty much already solved our problems and we were able to go just a little bit faster. So congratulations, all of our enemies have been defeated. Victory is yours, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy to get out of the scenario and onto a new deal. And look how much quicker I actually finished this. Yep, it looks like, oh, I was much quicker this time. Much quicker this time. No, 241 is actually where we started. Were we at month 4, week 2, day 5? We must have been. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to save off as Phixfox here. This was saved off again at 241, or whenever I realized that we had issues, but I'm going to overwrite that save now. And folks, that's going to be the end of scenario 1, Target, here with Sandro. I hope that this has been worth the wait in as many ways as possible. This is an absolute pleasure of a scenario to play. This is an absolute fantastic campaign, one of the great stories in storytelling in all of gaming, and it feels kind of good to be the bad guy. I love to be the good guy. I love to be the good guy, but it feels kind of nice to just try our hand at being evil just a little bit. And folks, with that being said, thank you for the time. Thank you for the energy. I'm hoping that you will take good care of yourself, your friends, your families. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Until that time, be good to each other. And I'm out.